Check. Meow. We just started. How are you already? Get your life together.
Oh, God.
Get your life together.
Oh.
We're starting the show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, Ryan D returns from the weary road of comedy with beer nonetheless. Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn underperforms. Trailers for The Hunt and the Jesus Rolls. And y'all see the Oscars? No? Neither did I. You're listening to Humpcast. Awful. Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed while we talk and fight. Unfortunately, we can't do that about Oscar-winning movie Parasite because we didn't watch it, except for him, apparently. I didn't know you did.
Yeah, no, I watched it.
I didn't know you did when I wrote that, but I'm Garrett Lee.
I'm Ryan D.
And today, we have Mr. Steve Rogers.
Hey! Glad to be back.
Glad to have you back, bruh. Put that down here.
Yeah, dude.
So I didn't. You saw Parasite?
Yeah, I went and saw Parasite. I went to the ArcLight in Pasadena.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
When did you see? When did you see Parasite? Parasite.
For sure.
Sure.
What, like a month and a half ago?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We start off every show with some alcoholic beverage of some sort.
This is true. Did we do that today?
We did that today. What are you drinking, Garrett?
Well, we have a few different things, but we'll start off with this. I actually picked this up from one of my local liquor stores. It's from Revision Brewing Company. It's called Glitter Moon with Tiny Unicorns.
Yes.
Yes. It's a Northeast style hazy double IPA coming in at 8.5 alcohol.
New England.
Yes. For those who didn't.
Because any style IPA, I'm like, he said Northeast. I'm like, it's New England.
Oh.
It says Northeast.
Oh, does it say Northeast? Well,
Yes.
fuck me then.
Yeah.
My bad.
Bruh.
Ooh.
Bruh.
Ooh.
But yes, this is a double IPA. It's pretty nice, kind of smooth, hazy. I don't know what I mean. It's a cute fucking label. If you can see that, there's a unicorn with a disco ball on its horn. Is it called a horn?
Yeah. Unicorn horn?
Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, is it an antler? Unicorns
It's
have
not an
antlers?
antler.
It's a horn.
It's a horn.
Yeah.
Okay, so narwhals have horns, or is that like a tusk?
Wait, what?
Narwhals have tusks.
What is a narwhal?
You don't know. It's like a seal with a unicorn horn.
I thought it was like it's like a beluga whale with a unicorn horn.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And
yeah.
what is it? The
Oh, shout out fucking Kevin Peter Hickerson. I saw him at the bar the other day.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, Kev?
All hammered doing karaoke.
I know, dude. He did some fucking good Red Hot Chili Peppers covers.
If Kevin was here, he could explain what a narwhal is to all of us.
Kevin,
He's a
please
scientist.
explain to the chat room and Ryan.
A jackalope has antlers.
Yes,
But that's not real.
a narwhal is.
Narwhals are real.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
Kevin
are.
Peter Hickerson. What is a fucking narwhal?
Narwhal.
The Nargles, bro, from fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah, what? Oh, a nargle.
Nargles.
Did you ever
Keeps
see a
the
nargle
nargles away.
on the movie? I don't think they ever showed.
No,
nargles.
she just talked
No,
about
she
it.
just says
talked
it keeps
about
the Nargles away. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Not one of those. This is a beluga whale with a horn. And Ryan D also brought in some alcoholic beverages.
They did.
Write it down, you guys. Third time ever.
Well, I couldn't go to
ever.
wine and brewery. Oh, that fucking thing.
Yeah, it's a narwhal.
How the fuck do you know what that's called?
I read books. I don't know.
The fuck up.
I'm pretty
Get
sure.
out of here.
I'm pretty sure.
That's just that's
everyone-
a whale with a fucking horn, dude.
Yeah.
We said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's what you would call it if you didn't know it. Quit trying to make me feel stupid because
You didn't even know it existed.
it's a whale with a horn.
Y'all are making up fucking animals.
If you just said it lived in the ocean, I would have fucking believed anything, dude. Because fucking the ocean's scary.
There's a lot of shit in the ocean that we don't know about. I heard that they recently found like a prehistoric shark just kind of fucking floating around there. Not fucking megalodon type shit, but just like an old shark that they thought was
fuck the ocean,
dead.
bro. The ocean is like the world, the Earth's space.
Oh, good. Kevin Peter Hickerson linked nationalgeographic.com for you.
Oh, for the narwhal.
For our narwhal.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the Norgles.
For the narwhal.
The narwhal.
And then we got fucking D Rotten in the comments. What up? Shout out to. I meant.
Anyway, I'm drinking Einstock. I've never even heard of this
Because of
before,
your
but it had-
German heritage.
But it had a Viking on it, and it said it was from Iceland. So I was like, "Fuck yeah,
Ryan loves white people.
it's metal."
Yeah. Do I don't have like a metal. I should have a metal.
You should get the Bill and Ted little noodle. Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I should have something like that. A nice riff.
yeah.
So those are pretty good. I tried that, and then you also brought this to share from your trip, right?
I couldn't go to Santa Rosa, aka wine and beer country, without bringing back some beer.
A beer to just correct, right?
Well,
No,
I
there
brought
was
back a
more.
lot.
There
I
was
brought back a
more.
lot, but I drank all of them.
And then, and then Saturday happened.
No, literally, Ryan.
Saturday happened.
Ryan hit me up. He's like, "I'm back. I got beers." He sent like a picture, and it was a good amount of beer. And then he's like, "You guys should come over." I'm like, "I work." Ricky was busy doing something else too, and I'm like, "How about you bring them to the show?" And Ricky was supposed to be on the
Yeah,
show.
but they weren't going to make it.
Neither
they
did Ricky.
You knew they weren't going to make it.
I wanted to see how many were. I wasn't expecting one, but I was expecting, something.
I brought two.
He
You
made,
did
he
bring it.
made the
Thank you.
effort to be like, okay, we have to save these for Garrett and the show. So we made that
I
effort. We
appreciate
drank
that.
everything else.
I
But it was just
appreciate
like,
that.
we can't drink these ones.
He knows that.
And I was like, I don't care. That's fine.
Yeah. Thank
right.
you
No,
for
we-
bringing this in, Ryan.
But because and also Javi always gives me a bunch of beer too. So like I felt like I should pay him back for all this fucking great beer he's given me. So I was like, here, check these out. And there was like a few I wanted him to try because he's a brewer and stuff too. So, but anyway, I was really trying to save one of those cans, but we ended up drinking. That's the one that fucked
Oh, the
you up.
Scotch ale.
Yeah, the Scotch ale, and then
Yeah.
then we had the hazy.
The earthquakes.
No, that was from
But none of them had tiny unicorns on them, though.
No, they didn't. But shout out fucking Three Disciples Brewing, which is where they're only about a year old in Santa Rosa, and that's where I had my most killer show. Was there in their showroom, and they sent me home with a nice care package.
Nice. Oh, this one's from Nevada. I always find it kind of interesting to see where breweries are from, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's always fun to drink local beer, but there's a lot of good shit from around the U.S. and the world, obviously, but just because... There it is! How many times did you try that?
Twice.
That was
Twice?
the second time, yeah.
Nice. Again, we didn't get it on fucking camera.
Oh, did I?
Sucks.
It fucking monitor, dude. I did that to Ricky last time he was
Yeah,
on, too.
it was actually really perfect, because I think it was a smaller glass, and he's just like... Whoosh, but it didn't
Well, I
get
flicked
on
it
camera.
too. Flicked
Nice.
it like it's
Good
pretty
job.
It's a thought that counts.
Good job. High
pretty
five. On the other hand, but whatever. So your cast is off.
Oh yeah, look at it.
Please stop hailing the Fuhrer on the show.
Sorry.
No. Yes. Cast is off. This is just a soft cast.
Yeah. Well, they put me back in like a removable splint thing because I don't know. I'm just listening to this doctor, but it sounds like bullshit because the shit still fucking hurts.
Did it smell like pepperoni?
No, it didn't. Actually, my cast stayed pretty clean. I kept it pretty clean. I didn't get it wet. I kept it.
You also didn't have it on for that long.
I only had it on for about 5-6 weeks too. So
No, okay.
maybe 5 weeks. But
I've never
less than
broken
that.
a bone, so I didn't know how long casts are supposed to be. I guess it depends on the
it
fracture,
all depends
wear,
on the
and all the
fracture.
stuff.
Yeah. So like the fucking bitch was. I'm sorry. She was not a bitch. She was a very nice lady, but
The very nice lady with the saw.
But she had and so like when she's cutting it open, like I don't know, I guess it's some special sauce. It's not going to cut your skin or whatever.
Yeah.
But like she's like still grinding it on the. But like my fracture is right here, so she's all and I was like ow ow ow, and she's like oh I'm sorry does it hurt? I'm like yeah that's where my wrist is broken.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, weird.
Yeah, and then that's the fucking and then when I go see the doctor, he does the same fucking thing he did the last time. He's like, does it hurt? He's just like squeezing it, like
Yeah.
of course.
What
it
if I run a
hurts, dude.
saw over it?
Yeah.
Does it hurt now?
Jesus, man. Anyway, yeah, so he was like, he wanted me to try and move it around a little bit, and I'm like, I can't, right?
Yeah.
It fucking hurts.
like he's been in cast for 6 weeks.
Right.
Like it's not going to work. Right. You should know that, doctor.
So I mean, today I had it off the splint pretty much all day, and I was doing some shit. I washed the dishes and stuff, but like every time, just I make a wrong movement.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the worst.
You
I
can
don't,
take a
I don't know
regular
if this is
shower
true,
now.
but Kevin
What's
Peter
true?
Hickerson says the Vikings used to use narwhal horns to woo women. by telling them that they were unicorn horns because ladies love unicorns.
That is completely false.
That sounds true.
It sounds like some true shit.
It
to
sounds
be
like
honest.
some true shit to me.
No.
Yeah. What I actually am, I want to know where is the origin of unicorns? Like, you know how there's like different mythologies have different things. What are unicorns from? Because you have like obviously like ice giants and like fucking.
But all that
chupacabras are like
It was probably
Spanish.
someone so fucked up they thought manatees were mermaids.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just probably someone fucked up.
They were fucking poor manatees off the shores and stuff.
Yo, if you were on a boat for 6 months with them stinky motherfuckers, like,
You'd fuck anything. Yeah.
yeah, like just get me off this boat, like whale pussy, like fuck it, like I'm jumping down. Like, ugh.
Is that, is that why they call them sperm whales?
Ew.
Disgusting.
You're gross, Ryan.
Well, that's probably why.
That's your mind.
That's my cum going into a sperm whale's
what?
blowhole.
And the blowhole.
Yeah.
That's how it sounds?
Yeah.
Ryan's just like, move the button. It didn't work. All right, so you managed to bring back this. This is Pliny the Elder?
Yeah. That's what I was saying before we started. I normally plan my trip around the release of Pliny the Younger.
Which, to the people that don't know,
It's so the Elder is their double, and there's always. Remember we talked. So I asked Javi about this. Like, what's the reason why there's so many like big releases, like beer releases around this time? There's like the first 2 weeks of February usually, and it's because that's when all the competitions are they start up or whatever. So beer contests, beer competitions.
Also, I mean, knowing stuff about homebrewing, like stuff, like you can't have too hot of a weather, and it makes sense after the winter for it to be kind of ready. Wouldn't that make sense?
Not really. Not if you have an indoor facility. It really
I
doesn't
don't know.
matter.
It makes sense to me, at least for homebrewing.
Everything's all temperature.
homebrewing, but
for
yeah,
home
these
brewing.
are-
But these
yeah.
guys are. I mean, they're everything's all temperature controlled.
Good for them. I just remember the only reason that I haven't like actually made home like beer here is it gets hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've all been here in the summer.
Yeah,
Where it's
yeah.
like nothing would survive.
Yeah, that's why most people have like clear like a closet, make it real dark to kind of keep it room temperature.
Yeah.
I mean, at least up to like what's like 70 degrees, you can still ferment.
Yeah, it's within
Yeah,
that
no
that
idea.
range. But anything above that, which is most of Southern California, when it's not temperature controlled, is,
right.
is
So
bad.
yeah. Anyway, so their triple came out on Friday, and I left Thursday.
Oh,
And I was so fucking mad because this time they were bottling it, and I wanted to bring it home for you.
that would have been perfect.
And those ones I wouldn't have touched for sure because I wanted them to be on the show.
I've never had it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I would have saved it for you.
Yeah, I do actually. You know what?
And you were only allowed 2 per customer.
Let
so.
me look it up because I know they do sometimes pick certain spots to.
No, they're gonna.
to do
There's gonna be.
kegs.
There's gonna be releases.
Oh yeah,
out
they
here.
always do the releases like in March.
It's
Yeah.
usually like 38 degrees. Has
Yeah,
it? For
yeah.
sure,
We'll definitely
which is
go.
down the street.
We'll definitely do that too. But you can't get it bottled anyway.
Yeah.
So
No.
like, and
But I
that's-
mean, you still got a keg and you get it on the tap. Like,
No, I know, but I wanted to have it on the show. I wanted to like bring it on and talk about it on the
Would
show.
have been fucking special, and I appreciate your efforts. You did.
Yeah, but I was just.
Try.
You know what happened was the Super Bowl kind of fucked my week up.
Fucking Super Bowl.
So next time I know I should be in February the second week.
yeah.
Wait, so was there not a date planned for the release of the beer, or you just didn't know
No,
when
the
you
date's
made?
usually planned, but he just didn't know.
No, they don't release the date. They release the date after I'd already planned the trip.
Got it.
So I just kind of guessed.
This is probably where.
I kind of guessed based on how many times I'd been up there before. So yeah, and I should have thought that the following weekend.
Yeah. Is that what you were when you're like, do you guys have the planning? He's like, we do. We have the Elder.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, like,
I'm the Younger tomorrow.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. However, every other brewery is doing their triple around this time too, and they were happy to just share it with people. So
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, dude, I got to try that shit, and they were like, yeah, come on, like they just pour me a sample, like
Nice.
you know. So even if they weren't releasing it until the weekend,
But they
were
just
still
wanted
they were
people,
still letting me
yeah.
try it. Yeah.
We haven't done a good like brewery crawl around.
I'm telling
local
you
brewery
guys have to
crawl
come with
lately.
me the next time. Fucking Santa Rosa.
I
is-
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
remember me and Garrett talking about going last time, but there was
Circumstances.
circumstances were like, nah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay.
Understood.
This one actually would have been a good time to go, but I think that it was all kind of like, I don't know. I felt like it just happened like really fast, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you're going," and then you were just going like with the one dude. But if like we had planned this,
But that's the thing. You go for an
amount of
entire fucking like you go midweek,
yeah,
and it's just like, yo,
Well, because that's the best time to go.
yeah.
But also, it's because if I want to do a run of shows,
Yeah.
I would have to make it worth it. I'd have to do a whole week.
yeah,
Otherwise, it's like, I'd only be up there. What?
yeah, because you used to go like Wednesday through Tuesday. And it's like I can go like Friday and Saturday and like come back Sunday. But
Yeah.
like,
So, the last time I did Friday through Wednesday.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
And then, so that's what I think I might do next time, and then try and get through the weekend because the highest paying gig that I do up there is
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
Yeah. Can you take a train up?
Yeah.
Yeah, and take a train.
It's what is it called? The surf liner or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you were speaking about the shows. How did the shows go? Okay. I didn't think that was the reaction.
No, actually, okay. It some of them were fine. Some of them were bad. Some of them, you know what I mean? It was like, but the best one was at Three Disciples in Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
Which was the one I got paid the least for, which is ironic. But that one was the raddest one. I think that was the one I did.
Can we open this up?
Go ahead. I think that was the one I did the most time at, and I had the most fun. It was like,
Yeah.
they were just like the dopest crowd.
Yeah, because what were the other bad ones when you were in Oakland, right? Where you had the shit crowd?
Oakland was on the way home, and I got so pissed off, I just started talking shit about Oakland.
Yeah. It's not a hard thing to do. You know?
It wasn't like I got pissed off. It was just like, I guess I was so because the shows weren't that bad. They were just light. I think that's what it was. So
Yeah.
Tuesday night. Well, let's see. Well, Monday was fine in Fresno. So we started in Fresno.
Ugh.
So yeah, but it was actually pretty good, pretty decent. It was, it's a little small room, fucking real intimate, like comedy club environment, right?
Yeah.
And
Was that at a brewery as well? Or is it just
no,
regular?
it's in the back room of an Italian restaurant.
Oh, fun!
But did they give you
You want
food?
some comedy?
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Both
We'll pay you in spaghetti.
Monday and Tuesday,
Our
bro.
cheapest pasta.
Monday and Tuesday, we were set because both places were like Italian restaurants.
Yeah.
So it was like Monday and Tuesday, we had like pasta for days. And,
You see, you just walking out with garlic
oh
bread as
yeah,
payment.
I was like, get that. I'm like, can you? I'm like, I got like a family platter of fucking ravioli and just threw them in a thing to go. It was just
Yeah.
like,
Perfect. I was
yeah,
gonna say
I ate them on the road, and it was the shit. And then, well, Fresno was dope because it actually felt like. Take it easy.
Fresno's Fresno. Well, I don't say it's dope.
Just
It's Fresno.
let me tell you
finish.
why it
Finish.
was dope.
Finish.
Fresno was cool because, they actually have a pretty decent like comedy circuit up there.
Yeah,
So,
nothing else to do.
yeah. So so they always take care of anybody who's coming in from LA. And
Yeah.
this guy Dave Epkurian, shout out Dave Epkurian. He pretty much runs the scene out there.
Yeah.
And he's a great dude. And he let us crash at his pad. And he runs a podcast in the morning, or he runs a podcast called Sad Dad.
Yeah.
And it's basically a podcast where you just he interviews comics and
Tell sad stories.
we talk about our dads.
Oh God. Plenty of those nights.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, I got stories for days. I got 3 now.
Yeah.
And so he was like, well, if you wake up early enough, we'll do a podcast before you guys hit the road.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, I'll set my alarm. I'll get up.
Is that when you're on public radio?
No, that was before that. So
Okay.
that's why it kind of felt cool. Like I felt like I was on tour. You know what I mean? Like,
you're doing morning radio.
yeah, like I did
yeah.
I did a podcast, and then I went into the Fresno Public Access Studios, and then did a talk show.
Yeah.
and then we hit the road, and then it felt very cool. Like, just for what it is, it's, I know it's nothing, but it felt
No, but it's
great,
still it's still good.
But
Ooh, that's good.
also, Sad Dad, guys, if you're watching or listening, subscribe to that podcast. It's a great podcast. He's had great guests on, because here's the thing is,
I thought you were talking about your dad for a second. I was like, what? Why is your dad sad?
Are
Were you
paying
not
attention?
listening at
No, he
all?
wasn't. I saw him on his phone. You fucking asshole.
Yeah, I was sharing the podcast. Also, yeah, no, I was kind of listening, but this is really good. I remember having this
You're
once
such a
before. And,
Derail everything. Like, fuck you,
and it wasn't as
story.
good as this.
any right to talk shit when I do that now. That was probably
I can
the
still do
worst
it.
I've ever had it right now.
I can still do it if I feel like it. Keep going. Yeah. Sad dad.
Sad Dad, Garrett, was the podcast I did.
Cool.
Dave Epkurian is the guy who pretty much runs the scene in Fresno. And he had me on his podcast, and he let me stay at his place in Fresno, and he was an awesome guy.
Nice.
Anyway, subscribe to that podcast. It's a great podcast. It's called Sad Dad. I was on it. The fucking Tuesday morning, and then I did the the morning talk show. Well, I did the what is it? Public access talk show.
Yeah.
That was on later.
No.
Did you get?
No, I need because I was like, I want to get some of the Plinians.
Oh, true. I was like, did you get the cap out of your beer?
Here.
Why do I even give you a glass?
What do you mean?
Well, you never
Yeah,
use the glass.
Charizard.
Well, I was gonna pour some of the Pliny in there, but
Oh, okay.
I'll take whatever. Like, you guys go ahead and fill yourselves up, and then I'll take just the leftovers because I've already had.
I've had my fill of Pliny. Well met.
So Sad Dad in Fresno, and then you went up to Santa Rosa.
So then, and then we get to Rohnert Park, which is just like 30 minutes out of Santa Rosa. So So we cool thing about it was fucking the guy I was with, Aaron. His dad had like Hilton points. Because dude, and I was so I was shitting because I wasn't sure if I was gonna have
when you were
any money.
leaving, you didn't know where you were staying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I thought you guys were just gonna sleep in the car the entire time.
We literally
That's the clip. That's the clip.
so we were winging it for like the first 2 days basically.
Yeah.
And but then
So did you guys sleep in your car? Or did you get some
no,
motel?
it was awesome because
you stayed with the dude in Fresno.
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
I'm getting to it. We stayed with the dude in Fresno, which was fucking fantastic. Like, thanks, Dave, so much.
Yeah.
And then
Thanks, Dave.
so then we get to, so we're driving to Rohnert Park, and Aaron's dad had Hilton points.
Yeah.
So he fucking booked us a DoubleTree, like
perfect.
right around the corner from
Nice.
where we needed to perform. And I was like, "Fuck yes!" And then
The real MVP.
and then that day, my unemployment kicked in, and I got
Nice.
and I got so I got my money, and I booked a hotel for the next day. And I was like, but the thing was, we did this Hotwire deal thing, right? It was like $100, but it's like a gamble. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're getting.
Oh,
Give me $100 and you'll get a thing.
Not in San Joaquin Valley. Fuck you.
So I did it, and I was like, it was between two places, between the Hilton and this other place, and like you were able to see the hotels, but they were like, you book it, and then we decide. Right.
Yeah.
And so and they don't even let you choose what kind of room you get. Like, a single fucking double.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's weird.
so we show up, and then she's like, okay, one king size, and we're like, oh, there's only one bed, and then she's like, yeah, that's what you booked, and I was like, no, that's what Hotwire booked us.
Yeah.
and I was like, what? I'm like, can I upgrade? And it was like an extra $40 fucking to like upgrade, and I was like,
That's not bad.
But I looked at Aaron, I'm like, but that's, I mean, when you're on the road, like, fuck,
True.
dude, like, I feel
That's not bad at all. King? What it would be bad. It would be bad if it was a twin.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, it was a king, so it wasn't too. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just Aaron was bitching.
I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
Well, I mean,
we should
your
have been.
night terrors and sleep apnea. Like I've slept in the same bed with you. That shit's rough.
That's not even
That-
what he had a problem with. That's
That
the
is
funny
the thing. I'm talking about like two dudes on the road. A king size bed in the Hilton is not a bad thing.
no.
It wasn't the Hilton. It was
When you're in a bed with Ryan, it's different though. Like when we were in San Diego, we
Yeah.
shared that one bed, and then I laid down first, and then he laid down, and he had a shirt on, and the next thing you know, I woke up. I'm like, why am I so fucking hot? And I went to roll over, and he was right there, and I turned up and look around. He's shirtless. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Also, it's like
It's hot, bro.
I'd rather sleep on the floor than share a bed with Ryan.
yeah, but also this is Ryan snoring. I can't sleep in the same house.
But you sleep like a little.
I can hear you from my room with my
Like
earplugs.
if we're like out somewhere drinking and like I'm knockout. Like it's
Yeah,
like anything.
Okay, can I tell my story now?
Yeah, it's finished.
we were helping
Jesus
with
Christ,
your story.
bro.
We were enhancing your story.
You're not even listening anyway. So anyway, so Aaron takes the ottoman and puts it between, like, in the middle of the bed. Like, that's what he decides to do. Like, in the middle, he's like, there. Now we're
the
Ottoman?
ottoman.
That is a big fucking.
Yeah, it was like an ottoman. It was like a fucking little bench thing that we
And he
had
put
in
it
the
in
room.
the
And he
middle
put
of
it
the
in the
bed.
middle of the bed. And he's like,
What was he afraid of?
and he's all there. He's all there. Now we have 2 rooms with your gay ass.
Jesus.
And I was like, all right.
he-
I was like, I'll be understanding like a pillow. Pillow's not bad. to put.
Or just be a fucking adult.
No, it was
I'm like,
funny.
just share your
And
side
I was
of
like,
bed.
what the fuck, dude? I'm like, look, I'm already gonna be on this little tiny piece like edge. And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though, I sleep. I mean, in my own bed, obviously, with 2 pillows because I like having my arms up, like I have them on pillows.
Do you sleeping sitting up like a psycho?
No, it's like
we
it's,
get
I walk in your room.
it's just like they're not big pillows.
He's got a stringed away.
I'm sitting on a throne in my room. No, it's literally like just like tiny pillows that I just have, and they're kind of on. Like I think it might just be like I like having more. Like I like being.
You say things that I wish you wouldn't try and justify as normal.
I'm not saying it's normal.
What you're telling me right now is like if I walked in here at night, I'd see you like back against the wall, sitting in the bedroom.
No, I'm laying down horizontally on my back with a normal pillow under my head. However, I have like these smaller pillows that I just keep underneath my arms, and it just feels nice.
Okay.
You should get
Bro,
that.
I was sleeping on a fucking bed this wide in jail. I was fine, but I'm just saying, in the comfort of my own bed, I have 2 pillows in my arms.
Okay.
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 All right, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to be okay with saying weird things and us telling you it's fucking weird. That's just how it works.
I feel like you're making me feel like it's more weird than I think it is.
Well, I think
I'm not saying it's normal.
I think the weirder thing was that remember we had Aaron on the podcast and he was saying he doesn't jack off standing up.
The fuck?
Yeah.
No. The weird thing was that he only jacks off horizontally,
down.
and I thought that's weird.
That's what I was. It's exactly what I just said, just different.
Well, I thought you meant like standing up. I don't
I
do
said
it
he
standing up, but I
doesn't jack
sit.
off standing up.
But I can jack off
no,
sitting
he said
down.
he has to be lying down. And he
Yeah,
has
I
to
can
jack
sit down though. Is what I'm just saying.
Okay.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about Aaron's weird jerk off habit.
And he always,
Yeah, it's
and I
weird.
was like, "What do you always just jack off onto your stomach?" He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "He's all, what? He's all, y'all are weird for jacking off standing
Wait.
up." And all this stuff. You don't remember?
I don't know.
that?
Did we get to the point where he
Where-
came?
where-
Does he come on his
Hold
own
on.
stomach?
That-
Where-
yes. And then because I
Ew.
talked about it on the
is
drive.
is he lacking tans?
Melanin?
Yeah, this white dude.
Yeah.
like in a tan, like melanin.
Yeah, he's milky.
Jesus Christ.
milky.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, because he kept complaining about how he didn't jack off the whole trip. I'm like, dude, every shower I've been taking, I popped
Yeah,
off
dude.
too.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I was just gonna say, like when the showers, like small showers, you couldn't lay down.
That's what I kept telling him. He's like, well, I gotta be like, he's like, well, that was the thing. He's like, well, I gotta be lying down. He's like, you jerk off like standing up like a weirdo. And I was like, don't you dare, dude.
That's that was the weirdest thing I think he said, to be honest. Just because as a dude, I'm like, that's actually the only position I really don't jack off in. To be honest,
Laying on your back.
I don't like it.
It's a weird position to jack off in.
Yeah, it is.
No, I agree.
Sex is different, but I'm saying jacking off, I'd prefer sitting, and standing's okay, but like laying down.
I have
I'm
just
like,
never heard anyone say like I
going
have requirements for me to get myself off. Like I need to be laying on my back.
I gotta have a toothbrush in my anus.
2 pillows under my arm, and then
a
I go
ring
to
of
town.
candles.
Like
And the Backstreet Boys have to be playing.
it's like no, you just rush to get that evil out before your roommate comes back.
That way.
Show me the meaning. Is that In Sync?
No, it's
Who is
Backstreet
that?
Boys.
That's Backstreet Boys, right?
Yeah.
okay?
Fuck you.
No, I'm not against
What?
Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. I like them both. I was just saying.
I thought you were
okay.
trying to correct me, and I was like, that is
No, I was just saying okay.
Oh, all right.
Calm down.
Sorry, I'm fucking bro.
I know all of us.
green tea
We're
all day.
all defensive as fuck.
I'm all jacked on, dude. My mom gave me all these supplements, and I took all of them today. So like, I'm all wired up right now. It's, I'm
Like
sorry.
what, vitamins?
Like yeah, like I should probably feel like this normally.
Okay, hold on. I'm not
guys
done
ever
with
tried
this
being
Aaron-
healthy?
Hold on. I'm not
What?
done with this Aaron shit.
Okay.
Your comic friend only jerks off laying down and comes
Yeah.
on himself.
I didn't say it was fucking normal.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I know
It's so weird.
That's why he didn't jack off the whole trip, and I think that's why he snapped at me so many times. And I was like, "Bro, you gotta jack off."
Like, you want me to leave? I'll walk to the store. Like,
That's what I kept
just
telling him.
jerk off,
And he's
man.
like, he's all, dude, I tried doing push-ups and you didn't even leave me. I was like, well, you're doing push-ups in the middle of the fucking night. And I'm like, that's weird too.
So he has to do push-ups to stop himself from wanting to jerk off. What the fuck, man?
I either need to jerk off, do 100 push-ups, or I will punch you in the face.
He was fun to be on the road with though. But
No, he sounds like a
but
cool
because
guy,
of
but
this,
that's
like
just-
this weird shit though too was just fucking arsenal for me to like just fire at him for things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was just like,
Yeah, that's weird.
oh man, it was so funny.
Thinking you're weird because you stood up and jerked off in the shower, but you come in your own belly button, fucking
Psycho.
weirdo.
Yeah, yeah. And then but
It's called a cereal bowl.
But every time I'd bring it, he's like, yeah, come. He's like, yeah, like a fucking man. That's how I'm supposed to. That's how I'm supposed to come. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, I'm like, no, that's disgusting.
Oh, God.
He's like,
Poor Aaron. I'm still feeling.
oh man. Shout out.
So
Aaron.
shout out
Aaron
or
Patrick, dude.
in the comments. Go ahead and let us know, how do you jack off,
Oh man.
or double click your mouse.
Okay, so we're in Santa Rosa. We get our room in Santa Rosa, and then we pretty much have like all day to do whatever. And then
Goddamn, I was gonna say, before you started, I thought of it. I was like, do girls have a different term than masturbate for them? Because like we have
Now you're making
jack
it
off.
weird.
you know what really sounds weird? Like no one ever says flick the bean, but when I hear that, it sounds disgusting.
I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate the sound
It's
of
just
flicking the
cringy.
bean.
Yeah.
Like, it's just jerk off. Everyone just says jerk off.
No, flick the bean.
I know flicking bean is
But
gross, but
do girls-
girls and
That's-
guys just say I'm gonna go jerk off.
I see a number of
easier.
women in the comments. Do you jerk off or do you have something else?
Let's not do that.
Why? I want to hear it.
Hey, girls, tell me how you masturbate. What do you call it?
I'm just saying,
No.
what do you call it?
No.
Oh boy.
Clearly, neither of you answered. I was gonna say answer it on the mic. It's a scam, likely.
Oh no. That's probably my. They're probably asking for money.
No, that's actually for you. They probably would be.
Yeah.
Scam likely. Hey, motherfucker, we finally got you.
Send us that $800 with
Yeah.
you or we're gonna put out that video of you masturbating.
Oh, shut up. Yes, I get you have a boyfriend. Doesn't mean you don't jack off or you don't masturbate. In the comments.
This is why I said don't do it.
I don't know, man.
No. Yeah, whatever.
My
weird.
cousin, by the way. It's very weird.
Yeah.
It's not.
What?
I don't know. I was like, my mom listens to this podcast. I've gotten over the weird thing.
that's right.
Oh.
Fucking.
Although it would be weird if she sounded off in the comments. Mom, please don't do that. please don't. Okay, thanks.
What if your mom just came through and she was just like, I just call it coming.
I just need to come. Kids are out of the house.
She's like, get my rocks off.
My rocks off.
Go get my
bruh.
rabbit.
Now you made it weird.
You started it. I said don't go there.
Anyway, so Santa Rosa for the day.
Yes.
And then since we were both so filled up on pasta, we were like, we should probably get something healthy today.
No.
You're like spinach pasta.
No, so we go to this like place to get like, what are they called? Acai
Yeah.
acai
Yeah,
Side
acai.
boys. Yeah. Bowls.
and we're like walking, and he's like, that's a walking distance. I was like, all right. So we start walking, and we're like, fucking dude, we're like, it turns into, I mean, at least like a 25-minute walk, and I'm just like, what do you mean walking? Where the fuck are you taking me, dude?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you can't walk fucking 6 blocks with all this shit. And he's all chill out. There's a brewery next door. I was like, oh, okay.
Honestly, I would be on his side though.
No, for sure. I was complaining about everything. And then
When you say walking distance most of the time.
most of the time it means around the corner.
And
that's-
around the corner.
Bro,
yeah.
and where we were fucking staying
Yeah.
was literally around the corner from all the restaurants and breweries, but he took us the opposite fucking direction.
Of course.
And anyway, what it ended up being delicious, and then I went to Fog Belt Brewing, which is one of my favorite breweries
Yeah.
I've never had that.
there.
But you've been there last time, or
I've been there every
previous
single
times?
time, yeah.
Nice.
And so then we're walking back, and I was like, "Fuck, I forgot to pick up some beers for the hotel room." And he like gave me this look, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You don't need to drink all the time.
day, yeah. I know. And I was like, "No, not
I
for
was like, he clearly doesn't know you that much.
Yeah.
he's like, and I was like, no, I meant for like later. I wanted to leave him in the room, so just in case I forget to like bring beer back, like
Yeah.
if we're gonna be out all day. And then he was like, he's all, what the? He's all, we could just. We have any time throughout. He's like,
To
we
go
have,
to the store.
He's like, we have like 20 hours within the rest of this day.
Like, no, we need to get it now.
Now I forgot the beer.
He's just like, what the fuck
I
is
need
wrong
the
with
beer.
you?
He's like, the store's not going to run out. It's going to be there. We're in Santa Rosa. I think you'll be fine.
And then
This is where the beer comes from. The beer originates from here.
And he's like, "Oh God, you need your fucking medicine."
Grandpa's medicine.
And that's what he said when I walk, when we walk into the show. And he's just like, they're like, "Oh, you guys want to drink?" He's like, "I don't drink." He's like, "But this guy needs his fucking medicine." He's like, "He's gonna die if you don't give him beer right now."
And you walk in, you're like, heal me.
But yeah, 3 disciples. Okay, so that was the third show. That was okay. Actually, I didn't talk about the show on Tuesday. So Tuesday's show.
This is the good one. This is a good one, right?
This Tuesday's wasn't that.
Oh, the one you got paid the most for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like, it's like a banquet room, and I've done this show before, and it was like, and last time was dope. It was packed, and I did like a half hour, and this time they were like half hour, but there's only like 12 people there, like scattered around in this giant room. So
First, I'll be like, all right, all of you sit together.
and there's people in
no,
the back.
not gonna happen.
No. And so like I literally just kept ordering beers, and I just sat on stage, and I just made it a real intimate show. I was just talking to people.
Yeah.
I was throwing bits out, and then they had a great time, but it was just the vibe was different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a bad show. It's just something that I'm not really. It wasn't very high energy. So like they weren't giving me much energy. So I just took it down a notch and just kind of sat there and kind of just chatted with them more than threw jokes at them. So
You, sir, in the front row. Tell me about yourself.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was talking to people, and I kept hitting on the woman in the front row.
Yeah.
Like, you're cute.
She was. I was like, oh.
You're like,
I was like this. I'm like this. It was some cougar. I was like, "What's your story?"
Oh,
I was like, "What's your story? You're here by yourself." I'm like, "Who stood you up?" I'm like, "Where you going tonight?"
you want to come home? You want to come home?
But I was just fucking with her, and then So anyway, it was fine. It wasn't like I didn't feel. I had a good time. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like I didn't feel like because they were there to have fun, but there just wasn't that many of them, and they were very like low energy.
Yeah.
So so Wednesday at 3 Disciples in Santa Rosa, that was the one that was like fucking killer, dude. And where I was like pacing fucking because I just wanted to go up.
Yeah.
And there was so many other comics before me. I just it drives me so crazy.
Yeah. Well, how long were you waiting? I mean, it could have been that long.
I waited for like an hour before I actually hit the stage.
Oh, okay. That's
mean,
not that bad.
Maybe an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm fucking like, and they were such a hot crowd, like, and they're putting a bunch of locals up, and I'm just like, oh god, come on, like just put me in, coach. Like,
You're like, I'm getting really drunk. You should put me in now.
And that's kind of what happened. I ended up just drinking like 3 beers before I went up, but that was the fun of it was like we were all. I mean, they were just such a great. They were younger, kind of like college crowd. There's like a birthday party there too, so like it was so much fun.
I'm gonna get another one. I was gonna say this was silent of. Do you guys want another?
Oh
one?
yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
So young college crowd. I mean, that's good then, because I remember you were texting me throughout. I just don't have the timeline down,
Yeah.
So that was in Santa Rosa with the young crowd, and then from there you went to Oakland and had a shit time.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we still hung out in Santa Rosa for the night.
Yeah.
Which, ironically, it just so happened that the owner of the bar that was across the street from our hotel, literally right across the street, he was at our show.
Oh, perfect.
So he was just like, come to the bar.
Yeah.
Like I just bought it, blah blah blah. And I was like, I've been there before. It's a shithole. And he's like, it's still kind of the shithole that it used to be. He's like, because I wanted to keep it that way. He's but I've cleaned it up.
Okay.
And so he had us over, like fucking free drinks, and and then he gave me that shirt. That's why I bought that shirt. Actually, he didn't give it to me, but I bought it. It was the one. It's the.
He gave it to you for money.
Well, it's the Buffalo. He's just like, dude, check out these shirts I got made.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, dude, I need
Buffalo
one.
Bill.
The Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
And it just says I'm a dirty girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, yeah, because the place is called The Dirty.
Oh, nice.
Because it used to be called Round Robin, and everybody called it The Dirty Bird.
Oh, so you just got the name. That's good then.
Yeah, so I guess that guy, he was like, dude, I've been 86th here from this bar like 7 times.
And then he just
he's
bought
like,
it.
now I own it. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Can't kick me out of my own place.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. But anyway, yeah, so we stayed there all night, and then went back to the hotel, knocked out, and then hit Oakland the next day. Or actually, I wanted to go to, what's it called? Russian River. So went there, ate, picked up some beers, took them back, hit the road, and then Yeah, and I slept the whole way to Oakland.
I bet. I would have been pissed.
And it was
Did you drive at all, or he drove the
fuck
whole way?
no, I didn't drive. But that's the thing is I kept offering. I kept offering. He kept saying no. So
Makes
I was
sense.
like,
I mean,
all right.
it's his car. Like, he probably figured. He's like, you probably have.
He's like, you've been drinking all day. He's like, you've been drinking all day. And I'm like, but I'll sleep, and then I'll just drive. I'll drive a few hours for you if you want. Like, I'll be fine,
It'll
dude.
be fine. I've done this before. Like, I get it. I get that you had to go sober at 19 because you had a problem in the country. But I do this. Like, I know.
Oh yeah, you're really gonna enjoy that.
I'm reading it right now. So this is actually another one that he brought me, but this was mine alone, which is nice. I love it. He knows I love Belgians. It's nice 7.5. Doesn't say what kind. Probably somewhere. There's a lot of words on
I
here.
think it's just a Belgian golden ale.
But it's called Damnation Golden Ale from Russian River Brewing Company. And it says like nice spices and fruit and other schnizzle. Pours really golden, like, wow, that's a nice color. It almost looks like a little hazy. And I rinsed my cup out so I can get a nice true sense of it. ASMR, people. This is delicious.
Oh, God. I fucking hate that
He always
shit.
makes that noise.
Do you guys listen to ASMR stuff ever?
Fucking no.
I
That
tried.
shit creeps
There's
me out.
there
kinda
are
like it.
so many people
Really?
that love it. Yeah,
I kind of
Creeps
like
me
it.
out.
I gave it a shot once, and I was
Pretty.
like, I like it.
Like, I can't be around people who like just regular like eat and smack their mouths when they eat, and that shit,
Oh, that drives me crazy.
it drives me crazy. When
I think
people
it's-
do that, and I can hear their mouths like smacking when they're talking, and it drives me insane. I can't do
ASMR
it.
is different than just that. Like you think that because it's soft, but it's literally there's apparently whole skits that happen where it's just a low volume and it's just very like satisfying. And then the soaping. Have you seen the soap
There's
carving?
nothing satisfying about that for me.
Where
It's just all
you hear
cringy.
the soap carving. It's like
Yeah, or the one where they like rub the brush. I like that one too. Stop it! Stop! You're making it weird. Stop it.
It just makes
Stop.
It's like a nightmare fuel
For you?
Like, for me. I fucking
You know what it is
hate
though,
it.
because I like being scratched, so it kind of it gives me goosebumps.
I like, dude, I like
scratches
that
you in
shit
your
too.
brain.
It kind of just it gives me goosebumps, and I like that feeling.
Yeah, I do too. But like, if I had to listen
It's
to
weird.
somebody else
I think.
scratch something,
Look, I
like-
understand how fucking weird it is. I totally
Yeah.
do. But one time I put my headphones on and I was gonna take a nap. And I
Yeah.
was just like, I'm gonna try this shit out. And then I was like, this is wonderful.
Yeah. No, I had a night where I like fell asleep like just with YouTube on the TV and an ASMR video came on and I woke up and I was like, no. Like, fuck.
Oh my god. But anyway, okay, so we get to Oakland. We get to Oakland and immediately I'm just like, yo, this sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, because you text me, you're like, Oakland fucking sucks. I was like, yeah, I've never been, but yeah, I believe it.
welcome to Oakland.
And not only that, and then not to mention, we get a message from the people who are running the show saying, make sure you bring your bags with you, so
no one breaks
no one
in.
breaks into your car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
makes sense.
oh, well, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
You know, like, then we have to park on the street and whatever. So we're there like 4 hours early, and show's not yet. And I'm like, oh my god, dude. So we just find like this little bar around the corner. I find the shittiest bar to go to, just because I'm like
The most fun.
because like they are trying to gentrify it. So there's a lot of real hipster clubs.
You'd rather stay with the locals.
But expensive
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather get cheap beer in a smoke-filled bar than
Oh,
fucking,
absolutely. Yeah. Then some hipster cocktails.
Yeah, exactly.
What a fucking.
Yeah, so I found some
yeah.
shithole with a bunch of gay black dudes, and I was like, "This is fantastic."
No. There you go.
They were all so friendly.
Did you walk in? You're like, this is fantastic.
Yeah, I really, well, kind of.
He turned it.
You were a little scared when you walked in, like, fuck.
A little bit,
Yeah.
but then I found out they were all gay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "This is dope."
Fabulous.
Yeah. But yeah, it was it was kind of funny because I just sat there just sipping on fucking. I don't even know what the fuck. I mean, cheap beer. I don't even know where it was from. Like they
Yeah.
had nothing like craft on tap. Like
Yeah.
it was just you know.
Just said beer.
Yeah,
light.
yeah. Beer. Yeah, and I was like, sure, I'll have that one.
I'll have a beer.
Do you want the lights or the regular? Like, what is it?
Yeah, beer.
Beer.
Beer that we add water to.
Yeah, and you can tell the guy, whoever the guy behind the bar was, like, had probably owned that place forever.
Yeah.
So it was like an old white dude, just like, But I walked in with a Dodgers hat on too, and he was obviously an A's fan.
Oh, an A's fan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Oakland.
And so he had. I mean, I don't know when the last time the A's were in the World Series.
Fucking like the 80s.
Wait,
But
they're
he was
called
wearing a
the
hat.
A's?
Athletics.
Oh. I don't follow sports.
Okay. It's just mind-boggling to me. There's a team called the A's. I'm like, yeah, they've been around for like 100 years.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't follow sports, especially baseball.
Anyway,
It's the
he
most
gave me a funny
boring
look
sport ever.
when I walked up to the bar, and he was wearing like a World Series hat.
Hold on. I don't watch anime either, but I know who Goku is.
Yeah, I know who the Dodgers and the Angels and the fucking, like, I'm not saying, but if you give me a obscure character, like Oakland A's,
Athletics,
it's not
bro.
obscure.
It's not obscure.
but
Reggie Jackson played
for
him.
sports, I don't know what the fuck that is. But I'm talking about, like, yeah, you don't watch anime, but you know who, like, the main characters of, Naruto and Goku and all those big characters, One Punch Man.
Yeah, Oakland's a
who
big-
has a name which I don't know.
But what I came to find out was that dude actually worked in baseball before.
Oh, really?
Like he was like a fucking assistant coach or something like that. So like that's what he was talking to somebody else about at the bar.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he knew the manager of the Braves or something like that.
Oh, shit. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Hold on. Hold on. They even had, Brad Pitt had that movie where he played the manager for the A's.
Moneyball?
With Jonah
Hardball.
Hill.
Fucking Moneyball.
I remember everything about that movie except for the name of the team.
Jesus Christ.
I'll be honest about that.
That's right.
Yeah,
that is
like,
right.
it's
yeah.
not like it's.
Oh, good. My mom's here. Please don't tell us how you masturbate.
Oh God.
She didn't know we were talking about
did
that.
not know.
You
No, but
decided to make it weird again.
That is what. Yeah, that's the show. Hi, welcome to the show.
You did that.
I
Yeah.
did do that. Don't worry about. Please don't respond to that comment. All right, proceed.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, the bar was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We ended up having a pretty, but they had like just a lot of sports memorabilia too. I mean, a ton of like Jackie Robinson shit was all over the walls too. It was
Yeah.
like, I mean, Brooklyn Dodgers stuff, but
Yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty
so
cool.
it wasn't like
Okay, now I have a question. Is there a team called the D's, or is that just your? I'm confused now. What sports? Why is there a D?
It's the Dodgers.
it's a Dodgers D.
On a black and white hat. I didn't know that. Fucking, I thought it would be blue.
It's the Dodgers D, dude.
You've seen the Dodgers, their script,
it's-
their
okay.
font for their name.
And the Detroit
Dodgers.
Tigers,
whatever.
the Detroit Tigers hats have D's on them too.
Yeah, but they're in the script that, whatever.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Very- it's a nice hat though. I'll
If I
say
named
that.
an XFL team and you didn't know about it, I'd be like, okay, I get that. But like
I heard
the Yankees,
Did
who
it-
the fuck is that? I've never heard of the New York
That's not
Yankees.
different. Those
That's
are
weird.
big teams. The A's.
It's a Dodgers hat.
Yeah, it doesn't say the Dodgers. It's
Okay,
a
but
D
they
in
did do it-
cursive.
Oh my God, dude.
It's the same
It's the
cursive that's on the
Dodgers D.
jersey.
It's on the jersey.
same
It's the same- it's
jersey
just the D
that since
from-
Jackie Robinson had that shit on. It's the same fucking D. Like, you just want to be oblivious.
I want to be informed.
Oh boy. Yeah, actually, when I was in San Diego, somebody called me out on it, like another comic or whatever, and I don't know, I made a jab at him or something, and I was
Yeah.
like, and he's like, oh, coming from the guy who wears this initial on his forehead.
Yeah.
No, this is an official license.
Yeah, and I was
asshole.
like, hey man,
The World
I was like, this
Series
is
Dodgers.
I was like, he's like, that's not a Dodgers hat. I was like, yeah, it is. And he's like, no, it's not. He's like, you bought that just because it has a D on it. He's like, you ain't a Dodgers fan.
Well, maybe both.
Why
Yeah,
not
you
both?
know?
D. Rotten says the World Series Dodgers. I don't know if that's different.
Yeah, they won the World Series in '88.
Is the hat has anything to do with that? I don't know.
No.
Is he saying anything?
Just-
I think they're trying to make fun because they didn't win the World Series. Well, I don't know this person, so I don't know.
He's from
He's from Jersey.
Jersey. Sorry, I'm burping.
Yeah, he's making fun. Fuck you.
Yeah.
He's from Jersey. They don't have anything. So
I'm sorry, we went to the World Series back to back without cheating.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Astros. I know that. That's a name.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that now.
Yeah, because they cheat.
Okay. Anyway,
Slap hands.
yeah. So Oakland, the show. So when we did the show, I was like pretty excited about it because I knew it was like they don't have a comedy club, so this was like the biggest
Yeah.
spot for comedy. So I think what ended up happening was we got a lot of people passing through. So there's like a ton of hipsters like you know what I mean? Like
New transplants.
yeah. So it was like, dude, it was like pulling fucking teeth. Like
Yeah.
and I was just, and it even got to the point to where like I saw a guy trying not to laugh at what I said,
That's right. Yeah.
and I was like, no, that's a joke. That's what you're. I was like,
That's what we're here for.
yeah, and
Sir.
I go, have a good fucking time. I'm like, what is it? I was like, what is it with you guys? And then I was like, yo, I'm like that. I'm from LA. That's why that joke hits. And I was like, and they hate everything.
No.
And I was like, I'm like, whatever. They were having a good. I guess maybe I just fucking got too much in my head because then I got to a point where I was just like, okay, guys. I'm like, I was
Angry at
Well,
them.
if you get drunk and you were surrounded by a bunch of hipsters in the day, like that can carry over.
Well, I wasn't drunk. I was just regular.
Just regular. But yeah, no, I can see that it's still on your mind, and then
Well,
you're having
it's
a
just
time
because
with people
it's-
not wanting to have fun.
It
like,
just
yeah.
seemed so it like they would not loosen up. Like
Yeah.
it was just like.
It's like, we're at a bar. Like, calm down.
Yeah,
It's okay.
fucking
have a
chill.
good time.
Have a good time.
You know,
And
America's falling apart. People, you can laugh at
and
something.
they didn't want to be a part of
Yeah.
the show. So if you asked them a question, they were just like, ugh. I was like, come on, man, like
Yeah.
fucking give me something.
I
And,
find it weird when people don't want to.
Sounds like
that
a
makes
date I
no
had
sense.
Sunday.
Like,
Yeah, there was like one guy, and I was like, we're gonna be friends.
Yeah.
you're cool.
Yeah, and what the fuck else? There was. So then I said, I went. We just got back from Santa Rosa. I was like, they fucking lost the Super Bowl and they were way more fun than you guys.
Well, they were probably like Garrett, who don't know shit about sports.
Yeah, probably.
You know,
You said that they lost the Super Bowl, but I'm like, where's Santa Rosa?
The 49ers play in Santa Rosa.
Are they in San Francisco?
Yes,
Yes, but they play there.
but they play in Santa Rosa.
Okay.
I guess anybody but they would be Raiders fans, no?
Who?
Oakland?
Yeah, I know that.
I mean,
Oakland
you
and
can be a
Raiders.
fan of whatever, wherever you're at. But the Raiders are leaving. The Raiders are going to be in
That's what I'm
Vegas
saying.
next season. So
Whatever. And they didn't even laugh at the Raider Nation joke, which I thought was gonna fucking crush.
nope.
I feel like Raider
If they're a bunch of
Nation's-
hipsters, they're not from Oakland.
That's what I'm saying.
They're from fucking Ohio.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it
you know?
was. They weren't locals.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like Raiders has much more of a fucking presence in LA than it does. No? Oakland's all about it?
Both play. I mean, it's
They're
like
both. They play in both
equally.
places.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if again, go to your point, I'm like, people from other places don't know. But if they're not locals from Oakland, then yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that was the thing, is I had a non-local crowd,
Yeah.
which
A non-local crowd.
doesn't make any sense. I think that's what was upsetting, was because I was like, I'm gonna make these Oakland jokes,
And they didn't get
and they didn't
Oaklanders.
get it.
because they're not real. Yeah, they're not really from Oakland.
yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
live in their little hipster bubble and they
Yeah.
ride their fucking electric skateboards.
Yeah, exactly.
and, yeah, go to Google. But ugh,
Anyway, so yeah, and then it was like right after that, we're like, let's get the fuck out of here.
yeah,
So we just got in the car and fucking shout out to Aaron, dude. He was a real soldier on the road the whole way back.
yeah, I couldn't do it. But yeah, good on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
was
covered everything for the trip for him,
Yeah,
It was
nice.
like, I bought him food. I filled up the tank every fucking time we needed it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was like,
Sounds good.
booked the room.
I was gonna say, let's move on. Like, we all saw Birds of Prey. I wanted to see if we want to talk about that a little bit. 'Cause we
Birds
all
of
saw
Prey?
it
I thought we were
yesterday.
talking about that. I thought you were going to talk about Parasite.
Oh, we're gonna get to it.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about Birds of Prey first.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Let's move on.
Yeah, just scoot out of that. Like, it sounds like a fun trip.
It was a
though.
fun trip, and even though I had some ups and downs, that's the fucking game.
Yeah,
That's
you
life.
know?
what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing bad happened. That's what's great. That's what's important.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that nothing eventful in the negative category really happened.
No, it was great. I had so much fun. Great food. Great beer. I mean, great shows. Awesome.
You go, Glen Coco.
Then let's move on to stuff that has happened nearby, which is yesterday we all saw Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn,
Yes.
also known as a different, because they changed the name. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. Wasn't it just supposed to be called Birds of Prey?
Yeah, it was
No,
just
so-
supposed to be, Birds, well, whatever you just said.
No, that was the official title, but because of its underperformance and
It
weird
didn't underperform,
it
though.
did because of the fact that it was anticipated to be upwards of $50+ million opening.
It made $80 million
Wait, worldwide. It made $80
worldwide. It made
I'm talking about
80 million.
domestic.
It still made its budget back. That's not. I don't see that as a flop.
I'm not saying. No, I never said it flopped. Nor
Yeah.
I said underperforming, which is very different than bombs or
Okay,
flops.
yeah,
just so we're clear on the fucking lingo here.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything of that. I'm saying that by the actual numbers, it underperformed of what they were projecting.
Well, I think a lot
domestically.
Okay, if you want to go domestically, I think it still made like $30 million.
Yeah, I made $33 million. But the thing is that I was just about to say they actually changed the name. If you go to the theaters or go to Fandango or go to whatever, it is now, instead of Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn, it literally just says Harley Quinn, and the Birds of Prey, or Harley Quinn,
Oh, really?
Birds of Prey. Yeah.
That would have been an easier.
Way easier,
way
for sure.
easier. Why didn't they just call it that in the
The
beginning?
first place, right? That's a lot of people are attributing to its slight underperformance. If you want to get like, it's not bad. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination it bombed. It did.
I didn't know they changed.
It just didn't
the
do a
name.
great job.
Oh, okay.
This is the same name on Fandango: Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Oh, when I went to the theaters and articles I saw, they were changing the names at the theaters.
Let me check AMC.
Go for it. But literally, I since we all saw it, I kind of want to talk to you about it and see what the
Absolutely.
fuck, like, what'd you think?
I really
while you're
enjoyed
checking
it.
AMC.
I'm sure, yeah. No, I really enjoyed it.
You guys saw it together,
Okay,
right?
AMC says Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey, but Fandango.
Yeah,
has
AMC
Yeah.
says. Yeah.
No, we both really enjoyed it. Like it was a fun movie. It set the tone for like what a Harley Quinn movie should
It was.
be.
Yeah, I was like, I really enjoyed this movie. Like,
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Just so everyone knows, I really enjoyed it too. I have certain gripes with it, but like besides that, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't find it to be a great one.
What were some of your gripes?
I think that it didn't do enough with its R rating. Like, I feel like it should, if it's going to be R, it should have gotten a little bit further.
I like that they said fuck a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, but like,
I'm saying they probably would have made more money if they had kept exactly what they had, except made it more PG-13 friendly, because they didn't go. I think if you have a R rating, and I'm pretty much putting Deadpool as the bar right now of a comic book movie that's R rated that uses its R rating. Versus, like,
So you're saying they
like,
could've-
why would you have something be R rated if you're not going to take full advantage of it?
What did you want to see some boobs?
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I'm
I'm
talking
confused right now. Because even you brought up Deadpool, and like Deadpool, like he cursed in it, and they showed blood, which is pretty much the same thing they did with this movie. So I don't understand.
I didn't find that they used a lot of it. There was actually early on, and I think more towards the end of the movie, they did show more blood. In the beginning, I was like, these don't seem as violent as they should be for a R-rated.
The whole time
comic
I was
book
watching
movie.
it, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is a rated R movie."
Yeah.
Really?
I had to like remind myself. I didn't know. I honestly didn't even really know what the rating was until.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know.
until, like,
I didn't know it
midway
was
through.
rated
I only
R,
knew
yeah.
because people brought it up as a thing. It's like, it is rated R. So I'm like, okay, I'm going in there thinking I'm going to get a lot of violence. And I got a lot of really good action. It's very action-packed. A lot of great stunt work. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Can we answer that question?
This one or which one?
Yeah.
Any Jared Leto as the Joker in the movie. They've already gone on record and said no.
Okay.
Jared Leto has
He was
not.
filming Morbius.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
so
he's busy.
there's no Joker.
There is no Jared Leto as a Joker, but there's no actual, like, you don't see the face of the Joker.
There's
There's
a lot of
Joker-ish
Joker
stuff.
references.
Yeah.
Joker references. And
Joker
you
definitely exists.
Yeah, you see him from
That's the whole
behind.
point of this movie.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But
And they use footage from Suicide Squad, so it
right.
should be that Joker, which I found weird because of.
I thought they would. Well, that's what I was telling him. I thought they would with the flashbacks.
But I found it weird that they, like, her, like, you see it in the trailer too. She has a picture of the Joker that doesn't look like the Joker from Suicide Squad.
Oh, the cartoon
And-
version that
yeah.
she was throwing the knives at.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Like, none of it
Yeah.
looked like Jared Leto's Joker, even though.
Because it was bad.
I
would try to like. Let's not remind people.
It's a little confusing though, because it's like right now, especially with how Spider-Man is and how things are starting to delve into multiverses. You're like, is this a part of the same universe or is it not?
Absolutely.
I mean, she brought up the same top
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
wore in Suicide Squad.
And I mean, I think what the whole DCEU has been trying to do, they've been trying to take that hard left after some of those early movies weren't well received.
Yeah,
so
and
they're
I
trying to
think
stay in and do their own thing.
I think this is a
but-
good spot. I think what DC is starting to do and is doing well is making standalone films, which they should have in the first place, that tie together, but they don't need to be that big thing that. oh, yo, Bruce Wayne, and then they show a picture of Ben Affleck and fucking Jared Leto, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Just have your stories of the characters about the things.
Yeah.
But I mean, going back to it, while I was watching, like, this is cool.
Yeah.
But I felt like they kind of held back a little bit.
The only thing I thought they held back on in terms of the R rating, we talked about this last night in the police station, where she was hiding behind the cocaine. Spoilers.
No, that's also in the trailer.
It is?
Yeah.
But there's parts of it in the trailer, not the whole thing. But like, but I mean, there's that in there. Like, it used its R rating. I
agree.
I totally agree.
Like, it is a rated R film.
You don't have to.
If you're gonna go R, go full R. In my opinion,
it was full R. There were cursing. There was blood. There was drugs.
I think anything else would have been excess.
Yeah, you don't want to be too gratuitous.
I think maybe
you don't want things to be rated R. You don't want to go rated R just to be rated R. Everything that was rated, like, it made sense for the movie.
The breaking of the bones and
the
like, it was very violent. It was very violent.
But I feel like it could have been more. Maybe I'm literally jaded from stuff like John Wick and Deadpool. To be honest, Deadpool is much more graphic. In my opinion,
it was very violent for a comic book movie.
Yeah, and also I guess I am like,
but
because I hear a lot of stuff. I heard this was the Deadpool of the DC universe so far.
Well, I think the difference between, I mean, if you want to say the violence, Deadpool has like swords and guns, so he's shooting people and cutting off limbs. When Harley Quinn has a mallet and bats, and that she was using.
She was using, and that's why I want to say the stunt work, amazing choreography. Awesome.
Well, I think they got the people from John because they did reshoots and they had to they redid all the action shots with like John Wick people.
I would say this is the most badass fighting Harley Quinn that I've seen since
the last time we saw Harley Quinn.
I
seen her once.
I was actually gonna make a joke about the video games.
Oh, my bad.
Because have you guys ever played? I know you have because you play it with me. The DC fucking fighting games, which is
Injustice.
Injustice based off of Mortal Kombat essentially because it's made by NetherRealm.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, even in there are certain gameplays you can play in the Arkham.
Oh yeah,
the Arkham series. And
I haven't played any of those games.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
you gotta get on that.
Yeah, dude.
Games are harder than movies and shows because they require real time, like
those
for
games
campaigns.
are fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, but
there's
I don't have a lot
there's
of
some
that.
gameplay where you can actually like
that tower you got sitting over there. You got time for it?
I don't get off.
You know that game
get off of Fortnite, dude.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I built that so that I can do stuff, but also so I can do games and editing, which require similar specs.
Oh, okay.
But
do I think Harley Quinn is overrated? No. I think there are going to be a lot of people who are jumping on the bandwagon.
I think Hot Topic Harley Quinn is overrated.
Yeah.
I think
it's definitely going to happen.
Great.
However, I think the depiction and the performance by Margot Robbie was spot on.
Fantastic.
I agree with that actually. Get on Batman games. Yes, I know. I would love to be able to sit around and play these fucking games. I love games. There's been a time in my life before I decided to fucking ruin it by just working all the fucking time to play lots of games. But going back to your point, I love the performances in this movie. Yeah. All of them were so good. I wanted more. And I think we might get more at some point.
Well,
hopefully, if you guys fucking watch the movie,
go see the movie.
See it.
I mean, I think they still will do another one because it had a small budget to begin with. They already made all their budget money back, and it's going to be they're going to make some more money.
Yeah,
so it makes sense for them to do another one.
Yeah,
but we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out within the next couple months.
There were moments with just her like facial expressions alone where I was just like, that's ripped straight out of like just the animated
just watching
series,
the dude make a sandwich.
Exactly.
That was so good, and I wanted a sandwich right there and then.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, it looked so good.
Yeah, I loved
all of it was great.
All of it, but like Margot Robbie was great. Like Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
It's always great. I don't think I've ever seen her do a bad performance, which is why I don't understand why she's not more of a star. I guess you could say, like more public or popular. Like every time I see her in something, great. Even like going back to like Disney movies where she was in Sky High. Do you remember that?
She wasn't.
Yes, she was.
Who was she in Sky High?
She was the main villain.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She was a girlfriend. I had to think about it. Yeah, no. It's on HBO Go.
Also, I want to give it to Sky High. They have one of the coolest powers that I never thought of. A fucking technopath. Someone that could literally just like not necessarily speak to
play techno.
Like Brainiac?
Yes and no, not really. It was much more like you can communicate through your mind with like technology and create things. I don't know.
Henshaw?
they don't call it technopaths. it's. I think it was dumbed down for me.
You said that in front of the wrong guy. I'm like, I know my
Okay,
comic
also,
characters.
also, like Sky High came out when I was like
Yeah, we were-
really young.
yeah, we
so I'm
were
saying
kids when it came
I
out.
was not exposed to all these
Yeah.
other characters at that point. But I was just like, that's really cool that it's a technopath. And in the movie, it was actually a point that they were like, people didn't understand technopaths and we were considered like nerds and geeks and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's so fucking cool. Like, especially in this day and age where everything is like high tech. Like our cars, our fucking, all of our watches, everything. You fucking be able to touch the keyboard and talk to technology is way overpowered in my opinion versus strength and flight and all the other old school shit.
Until like someone punches your computer and it doesn't work anymore.
Think of the possibilities with like Brainiac and stuff. Someone wouldn't be able to get to you if you had that much power and you had some time.
Superman does.
Depends on the writer.
I heard from comic book that.
Oh yeah, Sam Raimi's
Sam
on
Raimi.
fucking Doctor Strange too.
It's not confirmed. He's in talks.
No,
That's-
it's confirmed.
No, it's not confirmed that he's not signed on. Look it up and
Okay.
find a thing that says it's signed on. But I have heard that he is in talks right now, and there's a rumor that he's on there. But there's nothing from Marvel or from him saying that he's going to do it. But what do you? Since we brought it up, what do you guys think of? Would you enjoy a Sam Raimi?
yes.
Not Spider-Man. Doctor Strange. I think he's a big fan, and I would be interested. However, I'm kind of concerned. He's always made films that are very much a Sam Raimi film.
Campy.
Yeah, but also they're like his style versus like Marvel seems to be not about the director's style.
I think it'd be good. I think it'd be different, but I think it would translate. I think so. Especially after watching a bunch of like the old Spider-Man series and like shit like that with Doctor Strange and that whole universe and the things that he's gone through. Like you can definitely make a Sam Raimi.
What I would love, especially with the fact that this movie deals with the multiverse, if Raimi were to be on board, is if they were to tap into any of the, because I know they have a deal with Sony right now. I wonder if they would do anything that would bring a Tobey Maguire cameo. Would you?
That'd be kind of rad.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
That'd be kind of rad. Yeah.
No, they can't do it though.
Could.
No, they can't.
I mean,
Marvel
precedents.
Studios can't use anything that has to deal with Spider-Man outside of like an Avengers movie or anything like that, like a team up movie. They can't use any outside characters. They can't. I mean, maybe they could use Spider-Man, maybe, but they're gonna have to shell out some money for it, and I don't see them really doing that to give out that much money or split profits for a couple scenes in a movie. I mean, business wise, it just.
I would be
doesn't-
curious because we don't know every single detail of all those fucking deals.
Well, we almost lost Spider-Man because of the deals.
Yeah, but
'cause-
also at the same time, they could just make a deal. Like, give us a 1 second with Tobey Maguire from your universe for a fucking G. Not a G,
I
not a
don't-
G, but but you know,
no.
but
I would pay for that.
for $1 million or something. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it'd be cool if they did, but I don't see them I don't want to say wasting money, but like splitting profits just to do that.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I'd be very interested to see what they could do is far more than what they will do. Obviously,
Yeah.
I think,
Sony
but
ain't giving up the rights to nothing without. Yeah, nothing. They're not giving up Spider-Man
I
at
don't know.
all.
But I just be the fact that this movie is about the multiverse makes it so that it has basically unlimited possibilities.
I don't want.
Not
like,
necessarily probabilities.
I get why people want. I get why you guys want the Spider-Man because of Sam Raimi and the original trilogy. But the Marvel universe is so big, and we can go. We can introduce the Fantastic Four. We can introduce the X-Men.
Silver
We
Surfer.
can go Silver Surfer, Galactus. We can go to so many different
Galactus.
places.
I heard Galactus is
that
gonna be the
I
next
don't give a
big bag.
fuck about Spider-Man like right now. It'd be cool, like whatever, like throwback to see Raimi Spider-Man, you know, going around. But there's much more in the Marvel universe that I would rather see than the same tired people we've already seen. I'm gonna say tired.
True.
But like,
I want to say
but like,
it's that's why I say it's like it would be a cameo. It's fan service. It's not like
No.
it's not like Tobey Maguire comes in and fucking is the MVP of the next
fan
movie.
service is always not a good thing, though. Star Wars.
It's not always
Rise
a good thing.
of Skywalker.
What Marvel I think does well is it gives you the fan service that you don't expect for a very small.
Do they
amount
give
of
us
time.
fan service or do they just give us like tight stories?
No,
They don't. I don't think Marvel like makes things just to like get the fans like That's
No,
some
I'm
shit.
saying the fan service they use is in what I believe the proper way. It's in cameos or very small snippets. Just like
outside of
boiled
Stan.
down-
Like
I was gonna say the Stan Lee thing. It's literally Oh yeah, it's like a reason to clap for no reason.
Yeah, but
cool.
that's the only thing they do is like Stan Lee cameo.
Well, that's because they don't have anything. I'm saying if Tobey Maguire showed up in a multiverse movie for 1 to 5 seconds,
Oh yeah, to make people
that's
clap.
the perfect time to fucking like everyone be like, oh fuck, clapping, and then you could forget about it because maybe it was in a window to a different universe, a different multiverse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the way that Marvel works. Is when it does do fan service, it doesn't do. This is the main plot, and that's the fan service. This is a small thing within our good story, I would say. That is servicing the fans, a reason for you to clap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That type of thing.
No, I get what you're saying.
And so that's why I'm saying it could be very cool. But I don't think you have. But do you watch the CW shows at all?
I stopped after a while.
Did you watch the crossover at all? Because
No.
I stopped and then I jumped into the crossover.
No, I wanted to watch crossover.
I didn't see. I saw that scene with
Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
So that was something that I thought was a great accomplishment for the TV shows.
Yeah.
That they
and the
were
fact
able to
that-
keep that under wraps,
and
and
the fact
two
that-
did that.
And the fact that they put what's his name, fucking
Ezra
Kevin
Klein.
Conroy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course.
Batman.
Yeah.
So you got to play Bruce Wayne officially on live on TV, and then they had the massive like secret of Ezra Miller's
Flash.
DC Universe Flash come into that, and I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
And so that's the type of fan service that I'm talking about, where it's like just a tiny bit that doesn't really play into your overall arcing thing, but
Yeah.
it's just a thing.
No,
And-
like I said, I get
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying. I'm just the opposite way. I'm like, I give a fuck about fan service. Stan Lee was another thing because it's Stan Lee.
True.
But just
As long as they make a good movie, I don't care. But the thing is,
Yeah.
I think it
Hey, so
adds to it.
I just watched this thing with it's just funny that we're talking about this. I watched this thing with Kevin Smith where he breaks down fan theories on the View Askew universe,
yeah,
and one of them was that Jay and Silent Bob exist in the Marvel universe. and he goes, actually they do. And he's like, because he goes, check this out. He's like, Stan Lee's had a cameo and all these different things, blah, 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 blah. And
I know, yeah.
And then he was like, and he had a cameo in Mallrats. He's like, but in Captain Marvel, he's reading a Mallrats script. So he's like, he's like, so he said, so Kevin Smith definitely exists in the Marvel
Marvel
Cinematic
yes.
Universe.
That's actually really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, that'd be fucking. That is awesome.
Yeah.
The fact that they're acknowledged in the MCU.
Yep.
because I know like Kevin Smith has been directing or has directed a bunch of like the CW shows.
Yeah, he does. Episodes.
yeah.
Yeah, and I know Jay's been in.
Now
some
he's
of
doing.
them.
What are they? They're doing. What are they doing now? Aren't they doing something?
I don't know.
What?
He's fucking directing something right now.
Kevin Smith?
Fuck yeah.
What magic show?
It's not like Clerks 3, is it?
No. It's
I
it
think,
has something to
I
do
think
with the
Clerks
Marvel
3 is
universe.
actually going on.
Anyway, talk
Okay,
amongst
great.
yourselves. I'll look for it.
Oh, okay. So overall, would you recommend? We kind of got off topic. Would you recommend Birds of Prey to everybody else?
I would. I think that there's a lot of variables that happened that made it so it didn't do as good as it wanted to. However, I don't think it bombed.
No.
I do not. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying.
No. No, but I've just seen a lot of stories like that where people were like it underperformed. But like, it really didn't. But also at the same time, what I think affected a lot of it is the coronavirus.
Yeah, that's the thing.
China didn't go out to see it because
Even here, dude, I live in Monterey Park, and there's a ton of Asian people. And when I walk into a lot of places, most of the people are wearing masks. They're like, and there's not a lot of people out and about. To be honest, it was weird because I had to go to the UPS store a lot to ship and return stuff and whatever. All of them, everyone, fucking masks because obviously there's a lot of shit from China and whatnot. And then it's just like it's a thing. People don't want to be around other people. If I see you cough, I'm turning around and going
It's
in a
funny
different
because the theater
this motherfucker's wearing a mask.
because it's funny because the theater me and Ryan went to, it wasn't filled, but the people that sitting around us wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Oh my god,
that did happen.
I was about to shush them. I was about to be that guy.
Yeah, it was the two Chinese guys that were sitting next to you that wouldn't shut the
yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah.
And then later, like I had the couple next to me that just kept talking. It's like Jesus Christ. Like
When it comes to
fucking
people interrupting my movie in a theater, I have no regrets about doing anything.
Well, they were
like,
okay. They were okay. It was just like it was. I mean, I was trying to watch the trailers, and they would not shut the fuck up throughout the entire trailer. But I'm like, okay,
I don't know
the
how I
movie's
feel about trailers.
I'm like, the movie's not on yet. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, but then
They were
then,
talking,
but then the movie started,
and they were
they were
gone.
still talking.
Yeah, 'cause I
During the
remember a
movie-
couple times I looked over like, fuck, I'm like, what are you guys like? Shut the fuck.
During the
No.
movie, I think it's a green light and there's stages, obviously. There's
The green light to
it's not
shut
green
the
light
fuck
to
up and watch the movie.
No,
I can't
there was a
wait.
guy. I remember like recently there was a guy that was in front of me, and he kept going on like Snapchat and other things and like just checking his phone, which obviously is like lit up.
Right, yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, turn your phone off.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, oh, okay. And then it did it again. And I'm like, just stomped on his chair because in front of me.
Yeah.
And he flew forward, dropped his phone, and then just immediately was like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like,
And that was the last thing. I'm like, I don't
does-
care. If you're doing something during a movie that's a green light, I will be polite and like, hey, stop doing that stupid, rude shit. But if you do it again, I will kick you in the back of the chair. And if you do it again, I will kick you in the face.
I fucking hate it.
Come at me.
I hate it. Just what? It's not that important. Just watch a movie. Keep your phone in your pocket.
And that's
Like,
why so many people are really enjoying the fact that they can do so much stuff at home.
the
Nowadays.
streaming service. Yeah.
I will be honest. I love it when there is an audience and we're watching a movie together and everyone's
yeah.
into the movie.
Yeah, something
The
like that.
second a baby starts crying, you check your phone.
Baby starts crying. Get
someone's-
that kid the fuck out of there
Yeah.
immediately.
The second-
number two,
Yeah.
you're a shitty parent. Shitty parent. I get it. You got a newborn.
Whoa,
you want to
fuck.
go and you want to go enjoy yourself. But a movie is not a place for a child or toddler, especially a movie not made for kids.
There was a
If
rated
you're
R
not
movie-
at a kids movie.
Yeah.
And you're taking a baby there. You're a piece of shit.
There was a rated R movie that I went to recently, and somebody brought a fucking infant. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I was
Oh,
like,
God.
how the fuck are you going to bring a kid here? You know damn well this is not a kid's movie.
It's not, and the kid doesn't
What
want to
was
be
it?
here. It's going to be loud noises. It's
Yeah.
going to start screaming, and it's going to fuck up the time for everybody else. Like I
know.
get it, new parents, you still want to go out and do these things, and I'm sorry, but
that's-
you have a new responsibility.
Yes.
And like, sorry, don't take your fucking infants to the theater.
My friend was like, no, my parents were very aware of that. They took us as kids to the drive-in because they knew.
We went to the drive-in all the time.
Yes.
You know, because you're bouncing around your kids, you don't really pay attention and shit like that.
I'm like, we're in LA.
know?
I can get to a drive-in within 30 minutes.
Yeah, there's one
It's fine.
down the street from me. You can go
It
to the
is
drive-in.
fine.
But like, yeah, you take an infant. I don't give like. No,
Yeah.
if it's not a kids movie and you walk into anything above a G or PG rating with a kid, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I want to say it was a horror movie too that I went
Some
to.
people had kids at when I went to see it,
It might have been it, to be honest.
and I was like, "You're about to ruin these fucking kids' lives right now."
Yeah.
What
the fuck is wrong with you?
Him and I could actually place our fucking. I remember the first time watching it. I'm like, why the fuck did this happen?
I'm
Why
talking
were we
like-
allowed to watch this?
Bro, I'm talking like a whole family. It was like a fucking 6-year-old, like an 8-year-old, and like a 10-year-old. And I was
Oh
like,
no!
I was-
Oh no! Like,
D. Rotten saying something about a He-Man Netflix cartoon with Kevin Smith.
He-Man.
man, it's something like that. I can't
That'd be cool.
fucking remember.
I'd like to see a new He-Man thing.
Dude, I'll be
They
honest.
announced it
Netflix-
on a podcast I was listening to, so it's not even on IMDb yet.
oh yeah.
I really like Netflix animated stuff. Their Voltron series that they put out was amazing.
I didn't watch that at all.
It's really good. And then obviously they're doing Avatar, but with the creators of the
Avatar.
with the creators of the original Nickelodeon series.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the James Cameron movie.
No, they're doing a live action version series reinterpretation of the Avatar: The Last Airbender with the creators of the original, so that gives
Okay.
me a lot more hope.
All right.
Shout out to those fans, just filled with hope.
Maybe. I could see.
And the Ember Island players. Besides that,
Parasite
say-
one big. Oh, my bad. I thought you were transitioning to
no,
something
I
else.
was going to, and then I was literally after that, but it was
Yeah.
I had to burp. I would highly recommend Birds of Prey. Go check it out. It's really fun. It is a good time. It'll make you want an egg sandwich for sure, and it makes you want to see the characters more. And that's what I think a good
Most
movie
def.
does.
I think one of the things, was last thing on Birds of Prey, me and Ryan were talking about, because I'm on Twitter a lot, and I saw some of these fucking like neckbeards complaining about Birds of Prey before it came on, where they're like, "Oh, see what they did? Like, this is what they get for underperforming. Like, they when you take away the sex appeal of characters, this is what you get." And it was just like, I don't understand how someone can look at like these like this lineup of women and be like,
they're
they're
not sexy.
they're not sexy, like they're not attractive.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you need to stop
movie-
watching hentai,
the movie was
stop
very
watching
sexy.
porn, take a walk
Yeah.
outside and just see regular women.
Black
like,
Canary-
you fucking weirdo. Like,
Black Canary's it was awesome because I mean we actually grew up with her. I don't know if you know, she was on Full House.
That's-
yeah,
He's
she was
just-
one, yeah, I was
yeah.
saying last night, you know,
Yeah.
Full House and
I was like,
Jack. And,
what? And obviously, just so everyone's clear, the Olsen twins and they're older than I I am. So it's not weird that me watching Full House when I was a kid was like, she's fucking cool. But now as an adult, I'm like, she's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I noticed?
I just hate neckbeards, so I
Okay.
just put that out there. You fucking weirdo.
I don't want to.
You have a
So
beard in
pieces
your.
of shit.
I'm aware that what your interpretation is. I'm like, your beard is down to your neck.
I'm gonna
though,
try.
just
I'm
so
gonna
you
try
know.
not to spoil this, but they're.
They're fucking not sexy. Like, bro, those look like
Shut
regular
up.
ass women. You
Yeah.
fucking
Shut up.
asshole.
And also, fucking. I'll be honest. What's her face? She was in Pineapple Express. What's her name?
Rosie. No.
Rosie Perez.
Yeah, Rosie
Rosie
Perez.
Perez, yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil the moment, but I was like,
Oh yeah, when that happened, I was like, oh shit. You
got
know,
some-
brown don't crack neither.
no,
I guess.
she looks good.
The bulletproof vest at the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't gonna say that part, but yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah. No, there was a part. There's a part where she was running, and I was like, okay.
Nice.
What the fuck? No, I was gonna say. Shit. What was I saying? I was gonna say something else too. God damn. Oh. The guy. So the guys next to me. I don't know if they knew what the at least
movie
anything
was,
about
yeah.
the movie. You know what I mean? Because like, there's a part where Black Canary does something that she's known for, right? And
yeah.
And then and they like went, what the fuck? Like what? You know, they were like, what? And started like, you know, kind of making noises like that. And I looked like, what, did you not know that this is a fucking?
It's a comic book movie?
Yeah.
You never heard of this character?
That was the least surprising moment of the movie.
I was waiting for it. I'm like,
Me
when is this
too.
gonna happen?
Me
You
too.
know?
I was like,
And then,
the entire movie, I'm like, why don't you do that? I know you can do that. Why don't you do that?
Right.
yeah, that was dope. And then crossbow killer.
Yeah.
I think
She
I think that
fucking-
was hilarious.
Great.
yeah. She was good.
It was
Not
kind
fucking bow and arrow. Like,
I was gonna say it was kind of a Star-Lord moment.
Yeah.
They call me Star-Lord. Who?
Star-Lord, man.
Man, come on. No, I love that. Like that's what I was saying. Like all these characters, once you kind of got into it, I really want to see more of them.
yeah.
And I'd be interested to see another movie.
Yeah, I really hope we get another one.
Marketed a little
Everyone
bit
were
better.
not sexist. We loved this movie.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was just like, I'm saying.
No, I know.
purely on the
I'm
movie.
making a joke.
No, because
remember, like,
we're gonna get into Parasite and we're gonna talk about some angry nerds.
remember
But-
how everyone was all pissed off? They're like, oh, you guys just hate women or whatever because everyone hated fucking Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
But it was just a fucking shit
it was
movie.
a terrible movie.
Yeah, I'm like, there's plenty of movies with just dudes or mainly dudes that all suck.
yeah.
Hey, right.
Yeah, we're commenting purely on our experiences. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I enjoyed it. I don't think I liked it as much as these guys did, but there was
I
a
didn't
lot
like
of
it
great
at all.
points.
What?
No, I was talking
Ghostbusters.
about
Birds of Prey. Oh yeah, no, I love
you
Birds of
guys. I feel like you liked it a little bit more than I did, but
I really enjoyed it.
But I definitely want to see more for sure.
I want to watch it again.
Ghostbusters.
That sequel, though.
Oh, the trailer to what was it called? Afterlife.
Uh-huh.
That looks good.
Trailer
For the Nolan movie.
No.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about
Ghostbusters. It's called Ghostbusters
it's called
Afterlife.
Afterlife. Yeah.
What
Sorry.
are you talking about? The sequel for Ghostbusters?
Sorry. Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Yes,
but then,
it's called
but that-
Afterlife.
But yes, sorry. I was a little lost. For a
Oh
second.
yeah. No, that's called Tenet, the Nolan
Tenet,
movie.
yes.
Yeah.
Which also looks great.
Yeah,
great, yeah.
It's dope.
People were even saying that it possibly might be in the Inception universe. I don't know why, but it could be. I'd be interested to see if it
why
does
not
it.
just put it in the Batman universe?
Bruh. Batman comes out and he's just like,
It makes sense.
he goes reverse time.
The reverse time, he's Calendar Man. He's a new Calendar
There we
Man.
go.
There we go. It all works
I'm not
out.
wearing hockey pads.
Yeah. Like, you need a Halls? Mr. Fishy, no.
I really like on the CW shows that they made it.
Stop complaining about your dead parents.
Bruce, aren't your parents dead?
Fucking Pete.
Martha.
God.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Parasite.
Parasites.
So the Oscars happened.
Do you have Oscar highlights or you just got Parasite? We're just talking about Parasite.
Nah, I didn't. Did you watch the Oscars?
I didn't, but I
didn't watch the Oscars.
I
I saw
thought we
some
should have brought
pieces
up the
of it.
highlights.
What,
least who
what
won
were the
what?
highlights?
Yeah, who won what?
Well-
Taika Waititi won Best Adapted Screenplay
For Jojo Rabbit.
for Jojo Rabbit.
Still haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it?
Brad
No,
Pitt
I'm
got
gonna rent
Best
it.
Supporting. Joaquin Phoenix
Haven't seen
got
that.
Best Actor.
Got best actor, and he apparently had a weird ass speech.
Lord
Something
Dern.
about vegans and cows.
Yeah.
I think Lord Dern had Best Supporting Actress.
I saw that there was a choir thing, but that was for the BAFTAs or something.
No, that was Spirit Awards.
Spirit Awards or something.
Yeah.
And I was like hilarious. And I'm like, Laura Dern, she's a hot older woman. I like that. I was like, I didn't realize it until this clip. I'm like, nice. All right, Laura Dern.
What are you saying? Like older women just aren't attractive?
No, I'm saying that she is a hot, attractive older woman.
Yeah, she's a very pretty woman. She's an actress. They usually are.
True.
They get paid to be pretty.
Yeah. But Parasite won Best Picture.
And neither of us have seen that.
Nope.
yeah,
but-
I saw Parasite. Like I
Do you think it deserved to win that?
Fucking yeah, I love that movie.
Nice.
Like I first heard about Parasite, like I want to say in the fall, and I didn't know anything about it, but I just heard all this hype because I like to watch like indie films and things like that, and so I just kept hearing all this hype on Parasite, and so I'm like, I need to go see this movie, and I don't want to watch the trailer, but I'm like a lot of like critics and people I follow are talking about it, and I just keep hearing things about it, so I'm like, I got to go check this movie out, and then of course because it's independent film at the time, like there wasn't a lot of theaters that were playing it. And so I found some that were, but then like just things happened. I didn't go on the weekend. And so in January, I think it was January when I saw it, I was like, I gotta go see this fucking movie before, award season.
Fucking movie.
And so, yeah, I went in blind, not knowing much. I knew the director, and that's all I knew. I just knew it was in Korean. I knew who the director was, seen like Snowpiercer and, things like that.
To watch Okja?
No, I haven't seen Okja. I need to watch that. But
That's
I'm
the one on Netflix, that weird hippo thing?
Yeah.
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 And so I'm like, I went in, and then I went to the ArcLight. They're having a screening one night, and then I drove out there and watched the movie, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but it was good. It was a lot of fun. It just like kind of mashed a bunch of, I don't want to say a bunch of genres together, but it was funny, and it had these thriller elements to it, and then just kind of like the commentary on capitalism and the things going on economically in the world, and the way they were able to like convey those messages without like beating you over the head with it and doing like that, and then like you actually caring about all of these characters, and just the way it was directed, it was just phenomenal, and I loved it. And so yeah, I wanted to win Best Picture, and I'm glad it did. But yeah, you guys should check it out. Like, it's a really good movie. You just gotta, deal with subtitles, which I don't think they're big of a deal. But
Garrett still
yeah.
needs to watch The Shining.
True. I was
Get
gonna
the
ask
fuck out of here! I'm so mad at you today, Garrett. How do I not know these things about you? You didn't know who the Oakland A's were. You haven't seen The Shining. Of all fucking movies, The Shining.
If you had a Facebook, you could add to the poll of what movie I should watch.
Oh God.
I was actually going to ask Ryan too. I was like, let's set up a date. I want to watch The Shining.
Yes, let's do it. You tell me when,
Fucking
bro.
yes.
You tell me when.
Could do it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I can do tomorrow night.
All right. I'll look up. Are you free tomorrow night?
Yes.
All right. We might even do. I'll see if I can set up a thing for like a watch party. We'll do The
sure.
Shining.
That'd be cool.
And our react. Well, I don't know how much a reaction is. Whatever. I'll just fucking do it.
It's-
Doesn't matter.
it's a
free.
longer movie,
It's
but-
free. If you want to
but
fucking
yeah.
watch this, watch The Shining and watch it. Well, yeah. Because I know that was the number one thing on the poll. If I could bring it up, it's in Humpcadia, which if you have a Facebook and you haven't joined, it is the community group for fans of Humpcast. Join Humpcadia. Just go ahead and find it. Request to join. You could join talks, polls about the show and whatnot. Talk to us possibly. But there's a poll right now of what I should watch because there's a lot of classic movies I haven't seen, simply because of the fact that like I just didn't grow up watching this stuff, or nor did my parents show it to me, and like whatever. Once the time passed, I watched other things.
And,
Yeah.
and
I
the
haven't-
thing.
Haven't
You haven't seen the thing.
I've seen the no, yeah.
No, I showed you that.
Oh, my
I showed you
God.
I showed you that one scene.
John Carp.
Yeah. I haven't seen the thing. I haven't seen.
These are like some of my favorite movies that I think everybody's seen.
know.
Everybody's
The
seen
Shining.
these movies. That's why I'm
Hold
like,
on. Get ready. The Godfather.
Godfather,
okay.
Casino,
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, Name another like classic movie. I really don't want to watch anything black and white, to be honest.
Well,
I don't want to.
What? Clerks?
Grow up. Grow up, Garrett. There's some solid ass black and white movies.
I know there are. I don't want whatever. Just name one. Name one from like a classic one.
Some Like It Hot.
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you who's
I don't
in
know that one.
It's Jack Lemmon, Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it my favorite Marilyn Monroe was 10-Year Itch.
Yeah.
No,
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you those, but like for
Like
me,
a popular one, maybe.
but
I don't
like
know.
for like Shining, The Thing.
I mean, the 70s is still kind of our era, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
John
as far
Carpenter,
as like classic movies go.
Stanley Kubrick, like.
I don't think I've
That's
seen.
like saying I've never seen Jurassic Park. Like Steven Spielberg.
No,
bro,
it's a-
E.T. I haven't seen E.T.
If I
or
were
Jurassic
born,
Park.
if I were born, I was born in
But these- that's
1990.
what I'm
All
saying.
of this is I've seen all those. I'm saying like 80s and back, like mid 80s and back. I haven't seen most of those things.
You haven't been curious at all, like.
I don't go
yo.
back in time and watch this shit. I don't, because there's so much content.
You watch Star Wars? That shit came out in the 70s.
That's because someone showed me Star Wars. I'm saying as a kid, someone showed me Star Wars. As a kid, no one showed me The Shining.
You've seen Spaceballs.
Seen Spaceballs. Someone showed me Spaceballs. Someone showed me
Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles. I think I have a copy of Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, but
What the fuck do you? Because it's probably mine. Because I don't know what the fuck happened to my DVD.
no, I was talking about a VHS.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
No, my dad like
I don't give a fuck what else
Clint
you're saying.
Eastwood movies. I've seen Jaws.
You've
Yes,
seen Jaws. Thank
Yeah.
God.
I'm just saying, can't go. February can't end without you seeing The Thing,
Psycho?
and Shining.
Yes, I've seen Psycho.
The Thing and Shining. You need to watch those before February's over. Both of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of like old movies I have seen that I've taken.
I think
different.
I think that's fair. The Thing in The Shining.
I told you tomorrow. Let's do it.
The suspense in both of those movies are
Hold up.
Yeah.
Terrified. Especially The Thing terrifies me
Okay,
to this day. It's just like,
if we have a fucking back-to-back
Let's
showing,
do it. Let's do it.
What would
Tomorrow
you
night.
put first? Thing or Shining?
I put,
Thing.
Thing first?
No, I want to put
No,
The Shining
Shining.
first.
Shining first.
Because
'Cause
The
it's
Thing's
still-
a little more intense.
Yeah, The Thing, like, yeah, you got your appetizer. That's not taking anything away from The Shining. The Shining's good. It's kind of build and creepy shit happen.
I
It's
feel
good.
like I need to eat before this because I know.
Oh
that's
no,
one thing
even before you can eat.
Because
And
like
watch The Shining.
practical effects are going to be.
The
A lot grosser.
thing's more disturbing.
Yeah, The Thing when it's
visually.
like shit. And,
Okay,
yeah.
so Kubrick's Shining is more. It's more.
I haven't seen Apocalypse Now.
It's more. Honestly, I don't remember that one either.
I'll give those a pass. Like some movies, like I understand.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but Clockwork Orange.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember when Jimmy-
I made you watch the Clockwork?
No,
Orange?
I've seen that before.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, remember the time with Jimmy?
Yeah.
Our friend Jimmy would not stay for
He's all,
Clockwork
he's all,
Orange.
man, fuck this. He's all, I got sisters and shit. This is fucked up.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I've seen the
God.
Clockwork Orange even before that, but yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, no, we need to get.
Like I've seen a lot of.
Are those
movies.
streaming on anything? I think The Thing might be on Netflix.
The Thing might be on Prime.
No, I think I looked this up, and they're all. I need to rent them, which would kind of stop me from watching them recently. But
no. We're gonna find this
we'll
shit.
find it, but we'll watch it tomorrow. Let's get into some quick movie news because I think we're running a little bit long. I don't know. We'll see.
I may have some news for you.
Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody. This is just
One
broke
round.
out. I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you. News story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that.
The Thing's on Hulu.
Things on Hulu. There we
Do
go.
either of you have a Hulu account?
I do have a Hulu account.
Let's do it. All right, getting into the movie news, domestic box office. We already talked about this. Harley Quinn, even on here, it says Harley Quinn: Birds of Prey.
That's weird.
Made only it made $33 million, which is respectable.
Yeah.
But it was hoping for closer to 50. And then Bad Boys for Life, number 2, with another 106.
Okay, hang on. Time out. The Shining is available to rent on YouTube for $1.
There you go. $1.
What was the first one? We were saying that
Hulu for The Thing.
The Thing,
Oh, okay, and
The
then
Thing's on
$1 for
Hulu,
YouTube?
and
And a $1 for The
and
Shining.
Shining's $1 on YouTube.
And that's actually one of the main reasons why I think
We can get popcorn
a lot-
and candy.
I'm down.
I don't care.
And
for
we turn off
popcorn.
all the
I'll figure it
lights.
out.
I'm so
I'll get
down.
popcorn chicken.
You trying to be
Now,
racist?
maybe we even have some edibles.
Is that racist? That I like?
Oh no!
I got some gummy worms.
You know what? Before we do this,
Oh fuck! Not for the thing. I can't be on edibles
Come on,
during
bro.
the thing.
Come on, live a little.
All right.
I did a lot of mushrooms this last weekend.
What?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, what? Hold on. Pause everything.
Yeah,
Now
we
need to
didn't
hear
get.
about this.
I forgot we didn't get to my weekend.
Oh, come on. Well, how was it?
So
Did you meet the devil?
No, dude. It was
he have a big
more intense. So okay. So in my lifetime, I've done mushrooms 4 times.
But you never had enough to trip, really.
Yeah. So the first time was with you. We went to the LA.
But we all got the giggles. You got
Yeah,
you
I
got the
was like-
preemptive.
I was like, okay, this is like nice. Like things were enhanced. We went to go see the LA
zoo lights.
But I found like they were just kind of like more a little bit not blurry, but like
Yeah.
Well,
You're-
cuter,
vibrant.
Well,
Yeah,
vibrant,
vibrant.
exactly.
Yeah.
The second time,
That's because I was being that time. Let me fucking explain
Yeah.
a little bit. I was being the guide that night because
Yeah.
it was like there was 2 people I
the
knew.
shaman.
Well, because there was 2 people. There was
were
him
playing
and
Moses
some,
for the day.
your guide.
there was him and somebody I will not name.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who was there.
That both had never done it before.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I know what to expect.
Here?
Do you have any more?
Yeah. Do you either of you want more?
I mean, I can do it.
I'm good for right now.
I can do another when I'm ready.
Okay. Well, I'll wait. I can come back. Keep going with the story.
But anyway, so I went and got the 8th.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm like a full 8th. Everyone says is what you're supposed to eat. And I'm like, but that's if you want to meet the devil.
Yeah.
But by the way, just like showing it in your hand, how much would you say is an eighth? That's an eighth?
A handful.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's a lot.
it was a lot, dude. It's like okay.
I
you
did
know-
not have that.
Yeah, so I was kind of just here. Eat this cap. Eat this stem. Eat the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come back to me in about an hour.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I had was a cap on the stem.
Okay, so you had a lot less than Homegirl. That was one of those because
I don't remember who was
my
there.
ex. That's what we're fucking talking about.
Oh fuck that.
Yeah.
bitch.
Anyway, she probably ate a lot more than you did, but because you didn't come, I guess I don't even fucking remember. But I was munching on him the entire time.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I know what to. I got this shit.
I've seen the devil before.
I've seen the devil.
We're friends.
He's dope.
Yeah.
And so like
brings you things.
I'm just popping him the whole fucking night. We're walking around the zoo. I'm just like, nom nom nom.
Yeah.
And you know she starts to see some shit like she's like those elephants are moving and there's statues.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, no they're not.
It's here. You ready? Calm
That's
down.
what I
breathe.
saw this weekend.
But anyway, so unfortunately you didn't have an you didn't.
No,
you
so
didn't get,
I mean, it makes sense because
but
I've never
I was
had
like-
them before. And
Exactly.
I was kind of scared. I was very
Right, because the both of you
New
were
to
like,
it.
"Oh, I don't know if I want." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
like, here, so just fucking here, just have some and tell me how you feel." And
the first time you try something, you don't know what the fuck to
yeah,
expect
so
or how much to have.
you got the experience of the transitional period.
Yeah.
Then I went to a bachelor party in Mexico and I ate a lot of mushrooms, but it was the daytime, so there was a lot. Like everything was just so much more enhanced. Like that, and we were at the beach,
yeah.
and I was like, "This is just awesome! I
Yeah.
fucking love all of this."
Right. That's mushrooms.
Yeah. And then
Sorry. We'll talk about off air.
I mean, you can, I guess. I don't know.
No, we'll talk about off air. Okay. We'll talk about
Then the third time was just at a get together. I just had one big cap. It was about that big. So I was like, "That's a
Oh,
huge. I'll take
Jesus.
that.
Yeah.
I will take that." And I
Yeah.
felt great for like the entire party.
Yeah.
But I was fine. This time was
What was the occasion?
great and bad. The occasion was I haven't seen my friend in a long time. I'm not gonna say his name. You know him, obviously. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in
No, and
possibly
bro,
half a
fuck,
year.
I would have met the devil with you guys, bro.
No, I haven't seen him in so long.
Man, why didn't you invite me to Fry,
he
bro?
didn't say he had it until he was here.
Wait, who?
You should have called me.
Just one of my friends. I haven't seen him in
Yeah.
a long time.
I know who he is.
And then I was like, yeah, let's have some drinks. Come over. We'll fucking chill. He comes in. He's like, bro, I also have something else. I'm like, what? He's like, broop, and it was like a big bag of mushrooms.
It was probably an eighth. So you probably split an
Yeah,
eighth.
it was like that. It was a
Okay.
huge amount
Yeah.
of mushrooms, and I was like, well, we're at my house. I guess I'll do whatever you do. He's like, cool. I had at least.
Oh, dude. Just think about it. You're here.
The hologram.
All of my things. Yeah, no,
Shit was
trust me,
like,
just love
oh
that.
man,
I had
I
a-
would have been talking to Tommy and Spider-Man at the
And then
same
he
time.
probably puts on the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. And he's like, ah.
I had a good amount, and trust me, when I was saying, I was like, After it started hitting, I'm like,
So what happened? What'd you see?
everything's moving.
So excited.
I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah. I was like, I saw. So these just bloomed today or yesterday.
Yeah.
And off camera, there's flowers right here. But I was like, they're moving. They're gonna open. They're happy. And then he said something, and I was like, the flowers are sad. They don't like it. They don't like what you fucking said. I could see them. They were different. And I was like, everything's different. Everything is animated, has a life force to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt like it was in a cartoon, and we were listening to like really nice music. Then he changed the song. I'm like, no.
No, the music is
It
important.
changes the
Yes.
like the color of the room changed when he changed the music, and I was like, this is so weird, and I like it. I really had a great time until I was
What
like,
happened?
I have to go to sleep because I have work in the morning.
You're not sleeping.
I kid you not. I went to my room at 1.
And stared at the ceiling.
Yeah.
No.
Just boxes turned into Tetris.
That's what
happened to me.
So prior to this, I was like,
I love this so much.
I was like, it was such a good experience. It was real cool. He passed out on my couch. I gave him a blanket. It was all good. Went to my room, and I was like, that was just a good experience. I like mushrooms. Then I fucking laid down in my bed, and like, that's when I closed my eyes, and everything changed.
Hey, motherfucker.
So
You ever met the devil?
Hey, you ever met the devil?
There was a lot. There was a lot of demons and like tentacles
Yeah, that's
and
why you
bugs.
You
can't,
got too much shit in here that would freak me out if
No,
I was on
you
truth.
can't.
You got the
That's-
hologram.
you
You,
cannot-
got
bro.
Chubb's face right here, or like over the clock that I would freak out on. Like there's too much.
No, you cannot. When you're still tripping, you cannot close
I'm
your
in
eyes.
my bed. I'm like,
No, you cannot close your No.
and
No
I couldn't get comfortable. It was either too hot or too cold. And then it's like every time I kept seeing like things going over my eyes.
exactly.
Like just
Fuck all that.
gotta
And you probably just, you're one of those people that can just lie in the dark and fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
Normally?
See, last time I was tripping when I did it, like whenever I closed my eyes, it was like Fantasia. It was just like splashes of color, and I was like, cool.
I
But-
waited, dude. I stayed up for like fucking 16 hours
Jesus
because
Christ.
I was like, if I try and close my eyes, the devil's coming for me.
Yeah. See, the thing is, and this is, no one told me this. You shouldn't do it before you go to sleep.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, you need to prep for at least 8 hours. You're
Yeah,
gonna
this motherfucker didn't tell me, and I've never heard that before.
Yeah. No, and especially for how much you took.
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys
Well,
split
let's take a bunch of mushrooms and then I'll go to sleep. No!
No.
I didn't end up.
No, you're going for a ride.
I was awake until at least 5 a.m.
It's like, get in.
Yes. So why didn't you just do something? That's what I would have done. I just would have.
I thought it would go away.
It won't. It's in your digestive system. It's gonna stay there for hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
And here's the thing about shrooms is that it's a roller coaster, dude. It's always like you're like, it's time to go to bed. I think it's, and then it's
That's what it was. I was like, oh, I fell asleep. No, I'm awake again.
Yeah. The devil is back, and he wants me to suck his dick.
So I kept off and on, just like falling asleep, not falling asleep, having the most fucked up weird dreams. But the thing is that they weren't fucked up in what happened. It was just like fucked up graphically. Like everything was
Right.
I kept picturing like it was all like a really weird kaleidoscope. I would say is the closest I could get to kaleidoscope of like different textures.
Good thing you haven't
and-
watched the thing yet.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, that's not something you'd want to see.
Jesus.
You should do shrooms the day after you watch the thing.
Good.
Your cat's gonna just.
I'll do it in the morning. I'll do it in the fucking daytime.
You know what's funny is what you said about the flowers, though, because I know I don't know the proper science behind it, but I definitely firmly believe that there's something about like your fucking neurons firing at all pistons in your brain when you're on some sort of hallucinogenics. So when you were like, the flowers are talking to me, I was like, dude, I totally get that. Like, because it's weird. You feel so connected to everything around you, all your surroundings.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because we were watching a video at first, and then I paused it, and I'm like, why are they still moving?
Right.
I was like, the video was moving.
No, the video, not the flowers. Yeah.
No, I was like watching the video, and
Oh,
it was like,
that
it was
was
like
just
it was like a hand, and it was like the hand's moving, the hand's doing things.
You fucking did it. You finally crossed over.
Yeah, and I will say this: I actually enjoyed the experience when I was
Awake.
enjoying the experience.
Yeah, but then you tried to go to sleep. You tried to fight it.
Nobody told me not to do that.
Yeah.
And that was my mistake, but
should've
also
invited me.
fuck everyone.
But also,
I told
what
you.
the fuck?
I told you we didn't know. Well, I didn't know until he was already here, and that was already like at 10:30. Like at 10:30, I got off work, and then we did mushrooms, and it didn't occur to me, oh, I should invite Ryan right now. We just took mushrooms.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think I told you about this. The hardest I've ever hallucinated. I wasn't on drugs. I was at work, and I partied a little bit the night before, and I couldn't sleep. And so I was up for maybe like 36 hours, and then I'm at work, and I'm fighting sleep. Like my body just wants to black out. But I'm like, I'm at work, I can't. And then we had like a
being sleep deprived. Well, fuck.
and then we were in a meeting in a conference room, and I'm supposed to be doing like my forecast and presentation to the CEO, and I'm just sitting there, just like trying to hold my eyes open. And at one point, I'm just looking at like the projection because we had the Excel on the projector. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden, like fucking Mario World 1-1, like just comes in. And then Mario comes running out, and a ladder comes up, and he up the ladder, and I was just like, "Oh fuck! Like, this is not gonna be good. Like, I don't want to be here right now."
One time was bad. I was so sleep deprived, I almost like crashed my car because I was driving, and I thought something ran across the road.
Yeah,
and I swerved, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, Father's Day. No, the Father's Day, the Robin Williams Billy Crystal movie. Robin Williams would just be driving, and then he would just slam on the brakes. Just like, I just hit somebody, and he's like, there's nothing there. Oh, God.
Anyway. I will say this is the most. I wouldn't call it hallucination, except for, I mean, I don't know. It's the lightest version of hallucination.
That's the thing about mushrooms is like that's what I love the ease into it. It's not like it's not so abrupt.
Yeah,
because we were basically listening to this music, and I that's why I like this. This is very calming music.
And then he changed it into some weird shit. Yeah, fucked your whole life up.
Yeah. And but what I want to say is like when I was trying to sleep, I was like, this is why all those people all the artists like paint these things, because I was seeing things that I'm like, this is exactly why like crazed artists is like, this is what I come up with.
Dolly.
I'm just like, if I could paint this would be like crazy art.
Right.
And I'm like, this is exactly. People take drugs and they're like, this is what I saw. And they start painting the fucking thing.
I'm gonna do acid pretty soon.
Yeah, we should. Let's go to Joshua Tree.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, let's go to Joshua Tree like one night and just like, drop acid.
I'll do mushrooms again, but not at night. Or not. Well,
dude, if we're gonna go to let's do this right. Let's go to Joshua Tree.
I'm not gonna do it.
Like fucking hipsters and like
I'm down.
do that. You gotta come with us, Garrett.
I will
all
do
the stars
mushrooms.
and shit. You can, come on.
Acid's not
It'll be
that
a good time.
bad. You'll be all right.
I'm not gonna do acid.
You'll be okay.
Okay. Well, you do it, and then I'll do mushrooms.
I'll be your guide.
That sounds like this. That sounds scarier than taking mushrooms.
No. I think it'll be all our first times, and it'll be okay.
It's gonna be my first time.
Yeah, I've never done it.
I had some.
Number one for sure. I'm not gonna do it because of that.
Why?
Because it's already like I
You
like
don't want to pop your cherry with this, bro?
I don't.
Too good for us.
I've had an acid plug for years, and I've just been too afraid.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I'm ready.
Not gonna do it.
I'm ready.
Nothing worse. What else could happen? Like, how else can I fuck something up? Like, let's see.
I think that's what I enjoyed.
I think
I
people
enjoyed the experience while I was experiencing it, but then when I decided I didn't want to experience it anymore, that's when it got bad.
That's why you don't like drugs.
Yeah.
You want them to stop when you want them to stop.
Yeah.
No, I get that. That's why I don't like edibles.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, fuck, man, this is too long.
Me too, but at least I can enjoy a trip of like hallucinations.
And also the difference between the edibles and the mushrooms, whereas I remember everything about the mushrooms.
This is the way, Garrett Lee.
Yes, I was like, I remember everything on mushrooms. Whereas like when I was on edibles, like remember I told you I drank this fucking THC soda. I lost a day of my life. I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened. Everything I got high with the soda the night before, and then a bunch of shit happened. Then 24 hours later, I was like, what happened the last 24 hours?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Oh, that scares you more than it scares me, I think.
It does. I like to be in control and remember things. I gotta pee really bad though.
Yeah, no, you just
gotta grab me a beer when you come back.
Yeah,
I just like to eat. Like I'd rather stuff like an ease into. Like mushrooms, I've never done like a lot. But it was just like ease in, and I was riding the high, and it was fine. But yeah,
I think like doing a half a tab of acid somewhere would be like
just try it out and go, because I've seen, like I told you, like I went to Coachella like back in the day, and my homegirl I was with, she bought some acid, and she's like, I think I'm just gonna do 2 tabs now, and then she did the 2 tabs, and then she was just like, and pulled out like 4. It's just like, oh shit, they were folded together. I didn't want to do this much.
I'm gonna die.
And it was just like, well, like I'm gonna go see like Kelly, so we'll meet up. Hopefully you're still alive. And I
Just
remember
you gave her your camera.
I gave her my camera because I'm like, I just want to see what you're gonna take pictures of, and it was just all pictures of grass. When I got it like later that night, we met up again.
So you've done mushrooms before. What was your trip like?
It was cool, man. Like it was cool. It started off weird because like I didn't know where to go, so we just went to a bar, and then we're drinking there. And we didn't park in front. We went in, and then I remember it hit. Because I remember like all the neon lights just like wow, like it just got real vibrant.
Volume. And
I just started feeling warm and I felt really good. I'm like, oh shit, it's here, I like it. And then some dude I don't like showed up who doesn't know we don't like him. And so I go to this bar all the time, I would never fucking see him there. And he just happened to walk in when I'm tripping. And he's like, oh shit, like what's up guys? And it's like, oh, this fucking asshole. Like,
so it fucked you up. I thought you were gonna be nice to him.
No, I just didn't like because I was like, because it kind of shut me down.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, what's wrong with you two? Because I was with a friend. He's like, what's wrong with you? You guys are acting weird. You never acted like this before. I'm like, we're good. We're chilling. And he kept buying drinks. But at that point, I'm like, I didn't want to drink anymore. So he kept trying to buy me drinks and buy shots. And so I would take them. And then he kept like, oh, you guys are acting weird. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, all right, cool. Dude, all right. Here's the deal. We did some shrooms. I'm gonna go. And we're tripping pretty hard right now. So I'm like, I need you to calm down. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Stop yelling.
And then he's like, what? You're on fruit? And he just started fucking with us. And, and it was just like, okay, no, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And so I remember we left.
What an asshole.
And then once we left, then I started feeling better. When I got away from him. And then we left the bar and we're driving. And then for some reason, like there was lights out, but they all look kind of gray. Like everything had like a gray like halo or aura, if you will. And I was like, I feel like I'm in Gotham City.
You were driving?
Yeah. And so like because we were gonna go get a hotel room because we didn't know where to go. I'm like, let me just get a hotel room. But so we started to feel better when I left him, and then I felt like I was driving around in Gotham City. And then we went to Fresh and Easy, and I bought a fuck ton of booze. I bought like cases of beer and like bottles of liquor that we took to this hotel room. Got the hotel room, didn't drink shit, didn't drink none of the booze. And then I remember at one point we were having a good time, and then at one point we went outside to smoke a cigarette. We sat out there for like 20 minutes, and I was just staring at this palm tree, and like kind of like Garrett's like, oh, it's like it was just that. It was just like this palm tree that had a light on it for some reason.
Talking to me,
and it's dark, and it's like. But it's still green. It's so bright. Like, it's happy. And me and my friend weren't saying anything to each other. And then we went back inside and I tried to go to sleep. And that's when I started to get the Fantasia splashes of just color with my eyes closed. And then I remember I opened my eyes and I saw, like, this light come, like, on the ceiling. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, shit, a car just drove by. And then I looked out the window and there's no light on the window. And I was like, oh, fuck, we're on the 3rd floor. And so I looked back up at the light. And then it just turned into boxes, and then like Tetris, and they just started moving around. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, this is, yeah. So that was my trip.
I had sperm on my feet.
Wait, what?
I told you about this.
You said you had sperm on your feet?
Well, the fucking carpets were made of sperm. That's what.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's
in Vegas.
When I was in Vegas, because it had these weird like patterns, and so when we finally got back to the room, it's a long story.
But when good.
When we finally got back to the room, it was like that's what Julian remembers. That's what he tells everybody. He's like, Ryan was afraid of the sperm.
Yeah.
He tells people, he kept putting his feet on the couch because he's like, the sperms are the
sperms are
going to get me. And, like, I don't remember what I was saying, but every time I would like fucking, I'd shuffle over to a new chair and bring my feet up.
Every time.
He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, the sperm's on the floor. They're coming to get me. I don't like it.
I will say this, like, I have never had and I was talking to my friend about this, was like, I don't have bad trips if I'm trying to enjoy myself, I guess you could say.
That's how you do it.
But I mean, like, the only time, and I wouldn't even call it a bad trip, just like I wasn't expecting it, was trying to go to sleep. I'm like, can you just stop now?
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, when you try and fight it, you make it worse. That's...
Yeah, but that's the thing. So it's like, I think no matter what I do, it would be a good time as long as I didn't have to go to sleep. And the thing was, I had to go to work the next day.
Yeah, well, that's where you fucked up.
I like I said, I didn't plan this. I came, and he was like, "Let's hang out." I'm like, "Sure." I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, all the way." And when he was
by
here,
the way, Snoochie Boochies.
No, literally, I was already drinking. Like, I was like, "All right, we're gonna drink and like chill and whatever." And he's like, "Here, I brought some fucking mushrooms."
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know there was a difference between like regular mushrooms and like he said they were gold caps. Is that a thing?
They're good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we had a lot.
That's what
of
we had
those.
the last time. That's what I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've only had one with you once, I think.
Those were gold caps.
At the lights?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know the difference, but yeah. I will say this. I enjoyed myself, and I would do it again in the daytime. I would not do it within 6 to 8 hours
Live a little.
of sleeping. I did. I lived in my bed. Dude, also, that was the thing. It was like everything was just like... I wouldn't say I was like possessed, but I was like, fucking... My body, I just can't stop moving. I can't stop moving. And then I was like... and it was like, I didn't want to stop moving.
Welcome to psychedelics.
Yeah. But no, so that was like...
Well, I told you how I saw the carpet trying to eat my brother.
Like 5 hours.
Well, I didn't tell you about the trip I
So a
had.
good 8 hours, I would say. Yeah, you were saying a good 8 hours is the window.
The trip I had, what I forgot to mention, like when I went to go pay for the hotel room, I left my friend in the car, and when I came back, she was crying. And I was like, "Why are you crying?" She's like, "The tires started melting."
Oh no! What?
Yeah.
This is news to me,
It's like the tires were melting, and then I felt sad.
dude. That's the thing too.
Well, also, didn't want to leave my. I was. He's like, "Let's go do a thing." I'm like, "Dude, there's no fucking way I'm leaving my house.
No way. Yeah. No.
Fuck you. I'm not
Safe.
leaving my house."
I was in, well. I mean, fuck. You know the story. When I was in Vegas, man. Like it was. Honestly, I think I might be the type of person to like go on adventures on mushrooms though too. Like
I would not go with you.
I remember one time I went on an adventure in Vegas when I was like 10. Or I was like 11. I was between the ages of like 10 and 12. And we went to Vegas for like my parents were bowling. And then I was just a kid and we had our own room. And I was just like, I want to see what Vegas is about. And so I just fucking left.
Yeah.
Dumbest shit I've ever could have done. I left. But what was dumb about it was like, I can't walk on the strip because I'm a kid and I'm by myself. So
Yeah.
I'll get in trouble.
Right.
So I'll take all the back streets and the back alleys.
Oh my god, dude.
And I left for like maybe an hour as a kid. Parents were asleep, everyone was asleep, maybe like 10, 11. Just left the hotel room and just went on this long ass walk. And because I was taking all the back streets and shit, I ended up where all the homeless people were.
Yeah.
So it was just lying in sleeping bags.
And you're like, this is dope.
no, that's what
it's
it's
like camping.
No, once I like hit them and they were like, "What are you doing out here, kid?" I was like, "I gotta go home. Like, I gotta
Yeah.
get back." And then I went back to the room. But
Yeah.
my parents still don't know I did that. I just fucking took off in Vegas. Like, Jesus.
Man. All right. We got to wrap this up. Are we?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we didn't really even talk about this. I was. There's like a bunch of stuff. Whatever. Sonic the
Sonic
Hedgehog's
comes
coming out.
out.
I'm
Yay.
interested in that. Fantasy Island looks okay. Simpsons is having a Marvel episode. Apparently, are you keeping up with the Simpsons?
I have been trying to catch up. So I'm on like season like 18 right now.
How many seasons are there?
30?
30.
Jesus. I thought it was funny that the cats.
Very
There
funny.
was a gag about the cats, and then also the visual effects people were like, "Yeah, well, the script sucks, so don't blame us." Basically. And then the trailer for The Hunt, which looks cool.
The cunt.
Yeah, we get it. And the Jesus Rolls, which actually looks pretty interesting. It is permission from the directors of The Big Lebowski. However, it is directed and starred in by John Turturro.
I feel like with that movie, they're just using the Big Lebowski name. I think John Turturro could have did a movie where he was just a guy getting out of jail.
Yep.
But nobody would have saw it.
Yep.
But the fact that they added Jesus, it's like, oh, Big Lebowski sequel. And yeah.
I'm trying to remember how much lore
None.
was about Jesus. The Jesus. He's just
He's just
the
a petter
Jesus.
ass.
Yeah.
He's a petter ass, dude. Remember?
Yeah. That was it, right? Like I don't remember there being.
Like,
and
like seriously, it was probably just this movie.
He was a pedophile, and then he had just gotten out of jail. And that's all there was. Besides that, that's like
Right,
all
that
you
was
knew
it.
about him. Yeah.
Because I think John Turturro wrote and is directing this.
Yeah.
And so I think like he probably just wrote the script and then nobody wanted to buy it. And he's like, fuck it, like sequel, IP. And then I don't know, something. And then yeah.
I'll go see it, but I'm not gonna like it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be honest. After
see.
this
I
trailer,
like John
it looked
Turturro.
good.
But we'll see.
In my opinion,
Really?
it looked good.
I didn't care for it at all after this trailer.
I thought this was really
It's kind of a letdown.
I think going back to what he said, if I don't care if it had anything to do with the Big Lebowski, this story looks kind of interesting.
Sure.
I can't even remember what the story was. We watched the trailer before we
He just
started.
gets out of jail.
Get out of jail,
and-
does crime, and then goes on a fucking adventure, kind of like the Big Lebowski. Where
we'll
stuff
see.
just happens. It's not because of him, but it happens.
Yeah.
and weird shit happens. But yeah, it all goes in. Interesting. Either way, I want to say thank you very much for watching and listening however you are. Go ahead and follow us everywhere at Humpcast. Me personally at Garrett_AM_Lee on the social media platforms, and we'll have some good shows for you coming forward. So subscribe and tell your friends about the show. Ryan D and Steve, where can they find you?
At Ryan P. Demarest on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. And I'll be on Sad Dad podcast coming out pretty soon. I'll be on Rob Thompson's podcast called Robert Land pretty soon. I'll be on 2 episodes. I did a sketch with him recently as well, an audio sketch. And I am doing Craig Conant's podcast next week.
Boom.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Steve X Rogers. And if you guys want to be an extra, and I'm actually
I was
directing
going to say
something.
you guys are doing a thing, right?
I'm
This Sunday.
directing, Ryan's promo on Sunday. And so if you guys want to be an extra, DM me on Twitter, Steve X Rogers, RODGERS. And let me know. Hit me up, and then I'll give you the details and come down.
Also, D. Rotten from the Dungeon Podcast will be in town in March, and we are definitely going to have him on.
Fancast Media.
So.
Yeah. So hit us up on all those things. We'd love for you to just, give us some dialogue. We'll have some dialogue with you. Have that.
I can't have the
Everyone
monologue.
yell at Garrett for not seeing the thing.
Yeah.
We'll watch that, and then I will give you my review
did you-
next time.
Did you see Matthew McConaughey on his Instagram? His first Instagram video. He's like, I gotta have the dialogue if I can't have the monologue. He's like, but I gotta have the monologue to have the dialogue. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
He's like, if you wanna follow me and every now and then check in with the ME. He's so fucking not. He's so
Fucking
nuts.
Look, okay,
Anyway.
real quick. We'll talk about it off air or whatever. Like, just end it. I'm just tired of celebrities doing that kind of shit. Like Kevin Hart does that shit all the time. It's dumb people's way of talking smart. It's like, shut the fuck up. Just because you're on TV and you're famous and people follow you, that's nonsense. I need a dialogue for the monologue.
I need the dialogue for the model. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm the dude, play the dude, disguised as the other dude.
You're a dumb person's version of smart. Shut up.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,